What's Up Food Podcast. Thank you, Voodoo Gloscos, wherever you're at out there, man. Breaking up and getting back together, kicking fools out of the band and bringing them back. But we still got your song and you still got your fans. What's up, fool? Shout out to Jerry O'Neill, George, Eddie,
Frank,
the leader of the pack, bam, bam. And also, man, the fucking sax player, I don't know your name, man, but there's been so many and you guys are all great. Oh, man, I wish we were all still young and we could just still fucking have time to pump up more music, man, pump up some more tours. Yeah, man. It's funny that when you get older, bro, like you get older and now like you could afford to go to your bands that you couldn't see when you were young. Like when I was young, I couldn't see Ozzy Osbourne, bro. My mom was like, "You want to see the devil?" You know, she thought it was devil worship music. And also, it was too expensive. I was like one of 7 kids, so we couldn't afford to go to no concerts, man. But now, like, do I really want to see Ozzy now? Like, all beat up with help? Like, I'm pretty sure to bring Ozzy on stage, they gotta bring out a shitload of smoke and then drag him out there with nobody looking, bro.
Yeah, that was like Cheryl. Yeah, it's like osteoporosis.
Because I've been to a concert like that where they brought up that band, Mas, that Tejano band, bro. It was a Tejano band. It's called Mas Band, and the lead singer was like older man. And they brought in a bunch of smoke screens, bro. Next thing you know, he's right there fucking jamming his guitar, bro.
Came back to life as soon as he hit those chords, fool.
Do you know that comic? He's like a real fat dude from the 80s, like from a Southern comic, like he's like something Haley Joe something.
Billy Joe Prater or something like that?
Yes.
He passed away.
He got so big.
They used to have him on stage, right?
They would hide him on stage. They would drape a tarp over him, and then when they were ready for his act,
pull the string off.
They would just pull the tarp off.
Because it was easier to just have him there the whole time.
Yeah, it was just
he's like a drum set.
Yeah, because he'd have to walk
on a riser.
And be all,
I should just get so fat, bro, that they gotta build the stage around me, bro, and then tear it down after I leave.
Like they sit you down first in the stadium and then build.
They got that one rapper that sits on the couch now.
Was it the one fat black guy, right?
Yeah, it's a fat black
You're thinking about Bunyan Roll.
My foot hurts.
Snoop Dogg, he went roasting this big motherfucker, bro. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. I remember this when Snoop was talking shit about him.
I saw pictures of him.
You never seen him?
Yeah, I seen him.
The big guy, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen him in person, but just on the internet.
What's his name?
I don't know who that dude is.
Beanbag.
I'll find it right now.
Yeah, I was going to say.
A better name, bro.
Yeah, that'll be a hit for us. I'm coming out, dog.
Sits on the couch.
Post office.
Bunch of homeless fools all around.
Rapper going,
Who's the rapper that sits
Dave
on the
Blunt's.
couch?
Yeah.
Dave Blunt's.
Davey Blunt.
Put him up here, David Blunt.
Dave Blunt's, dude. He wears. It doesn't help that he wears bright colors, bro. He looks.
I think it makes you look better, though, dog.
My
Hey, with the oxygen, fool.
Okay, maybe he should
Breathing
wear
just to
bright colors.
survive.
I
Fool.
seen him in a podcast, and it always sounds like when someone's talking, like he's hating, because he goes, "Yeah, man, we sold like 5 million last week," and he's always going, "Psst."
And is it just him breathing?
Deep pressure.
He's not trying to talk shit.
No, but it sounds like
He's just taking breaths.
he's talking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg said this, and he's like,
Those are farts leaving the body.
Dude, no, it's him sucking in air, bro.
Yeah, how long?
It's that fucking, he has like his oxygenator,
How much does he
right?
weigh? Yeah,
But he's
he's
good,
connected
right?
to the...
Yeah, he's
Good
talented
perform.
as fuck, dude.
Good for him. I mean, I'm not hating. This is not hate. I'm just saying.
But if he wasn't big as hell, we probably never heard of him.
600 pounds. 2023, he suffered a heart failure, and yeah.
Like we were talking with this fool.
And fans are concerned because he has an oxygen tank
Fools that talk low.
while performing on stage. That's nuts,
I had a homie that talked low. He had a heart problem, though, like a little murmur. And my uncle was like that, too, bro. Hey, Rodrigo.
It looks like Grimace, homie.
but that's not low, bro. Low is this, like, hey guys, so I was hanging out with
That was the mumbler. Yeah, that was the
That's a low talker.
And I don't know if you could hear you through the mic, but it was like something like this. So the other, hey, I don't know if you know who Rick whatever is, but he hangs out with Ken Flores. I was here the night before Ken Flores died, and we did coke together. And
Nah, she was lower than that, bro. She was more like this.
Right, but I was doing it, yeah.
You can see his face all.
Gilbert Reyes.
What's this?
So this girl, I could see this girl go up, like she does. We're all doing the meet and greet, and then whenever like someone wants to take over pictures, I'm always like, go for it, and I stand back and I watch, because I'm always just seeing if someone gets out of hand, if someone's taking too long, it's easier for me to be like, hey man, people are behind you, like something like that. So I'm kind of just, and I see her talking to him for a little too long. I can see he's trying to shake her loose. He's like, all right. And he's like, you know what? You should talk to Butch. And he points to me. And so I go, hey, come on over here. Like, yeah, come on over. And I'm like, what's up? And she goes, can I talk to you for a minute? We go in the back bar, and she's like, and she says mumbling, but I'm going to say it louder. But she is like, I don't know if you know I don't know. I'm not going to say his name. Let's just say
Reyes.
Bill Smith. I don't know if you know who Bill Smith is.
That's a good name.
But I go, no, I don't know who that is. She goes, well, he hangs out with Ken Flores, and we were here the night before.
But she didn't sound like she sounded lower.
No, she was mumbling. She was doing that, and she was all, and we did coke together, and then the next day Ken died, and me and that guy, Bill Smith or whatever, we had a sexual relationship. And I was like, all right, cool. Well, is there anything you need? And she goes,
condoms.
She goes, I don't know if you guys want any coke or not. And I'm like,
Nah.
Oh, that one.
I'm all, no,
Morticia, bro.
I'm good. And she's all, what about Felipe? I'm all, I can tell you right now for sure he does not.
He's gooder.
And then she goes, okay, well, I don't know if you know who, and she says the name again.
Bill Smith.
So, yeah. And I go, you just told me. And she goes, yeah, well, we had a sexual relationship. And we were doing coke with Ken Flores the night before he died.
And she wanted to sell you coke?
I think she was jacked out of her mind. But she said it 3 times before I finally was like I had to like push her along, and I finally got a hold of some people. Out? It was freaking me the fuck. I was like, I barely get creeped out by women.
I would get anxiety
She was creeping me the fuck out, dog. I was like, I don't want you around me. I don't even want your
Did
wish.
she have a pair of Adidas with her?
That was a whole different guy.
Okay, shout out to the guy that made these shoes right here. The guy who made our shoes for the Big Bad and Ugly tour.
The show, yeah.
And the Good, the Bad, and Ugly tour with Ken Flores, Chris Estrada, Frank Quinones, Renee Vaca, myself, and the Oro, Ralph Barbosa, and somehow we're in we're doing our show in Portland. There's this guy there, but this guy looked like he was slapped all day.
Wake
His name is Cachetadas.
Whoa, dude.
He looked like he left a slap fight with a 9-year-old.
Those slap contests where they hit each other.
Well, anyway, this fan
They're
is
all
there.
messed up, huh?
We get there, and there's a fan has this shoe, and it's signed by everyone.
Can I ask a question?
What?
Ask it, bro.
That show only is for the performers, right?
Yeah.
No one else should have had those shoes.
He has Ken's shoe.
I didn't fucking know that. And when I was telling my girlfriend over the phone about this, she's all, wait a minute. Did he have Ken's shoe or the type that Ken had?
Ken's shoe.
What the fuck are you doing?
How did he get it?
How did you get Ken?
Or that bitch is confessing to crime?
Bro, this weekend.
Another person.
Okay.
No,
This guy
these are
had this
separate
shoe.
events. They don't know each other.
But this guy had this shoe.
Bro, this weekend should have been called the Ghost of Ken Flores.
This is...
Yeah, bro, because that is even, I did not know that. So can I tell, like, the beginning
Yeah.
part?
You guys are gonna solve a crime.
Because I'm good, bro. Like, one time Felipe is like, hey, you're kind of my crowd control, so just keep an eye out for people for me and stuff, right? So I've always kind of taken that serious. So whenever I see a fan, I knew we were going to get laughs out of this.
No,
let it happen. Let it flow, guys.
No, really laugh.
Let it flow.
I forgot how it came up last night, but when
Talk about the time when the guy brought the
Salt Lake.
gun out.
the pull out the gun in Salt Lake.
Felipe, like Kevin Costner.
Yeah, get down, Felipe.
Well, because that guy had a gun. That guy, I pushed him into the thing because I didn't know what he was
But you're like
gonna
Secret
do.
Service.
We live in the age of like
mass shooters.
yeah, bro. And I was nearest
That's
him.
true
You
shit,
guys
though.
you're selling shirts and I don't know where you
We're-
were.
You're crowd controlling.
We're the spendable.
I wasn't,
Go on,
crowd
man,
control.
tell
I
the
wasn't
story.
even crowd control at the time. I just saw a guy with a gun and I pushed him into the kitchen.
Get back to the
Thank
shoes.
you, Butch. Thank you for protecting our friend Felipe.
Get back to the shoes.
Anyway, so I
like the
roll,
tape, bro.
dude. I hate being here. No, I'm just kidding. I roll up to the front. Okay, and I'm gonna shut up after this. I roll up to the front, and the guy's standing there. And usually, when someone's doing that, I'm like, "All right, dude, this guy could be weird." Because I also do it at the improv.
There's
when I'm
weirdos, bro.
Like,
All
there's
the time,
autograph
bro.
seekers,
All the
whatever.
fucking time.
So he starts to walk up with us. My play at this time is to like go, "Hey, bro, hang out here for a minute, because we're gonna go into the green room, and then I'll have Felipe sign whatever and bring it out to you." I kind of copy what you do, okay? So like, I noticed that he goes up, bro, because you do this anyway. So he goes up. So we walk up the stairs. He goes up to the room and he punches in the code, and then the security guard walks over and opens the door. And then we all go in. So in my mind, this guy's supposed to be here. In your mind, his mind, we're all like, this
He
guy's
walked in
supposed
with
to be here.
confidence.
And then
Yeah.
Frankie Quinones rolls up a little
Yeah,
later.
we didn't even know he was there.
And we're like, oh, maybe he's Frankie's guy. And he stayed with us the whole night in the green room. Anyway, go ahead, bro. Sorry.
That's crazy. That's it.
He had an extra shoe to sign.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He had a
He had
sock.
an extra shoe.
Yeah, with people like his dream team, bro. He had Jerry Garcia, Alfred Robles.
Is this guy
You guys
just
are
stealing
making it
shoes
happen.
from people?
Yeah, then he was
Come
telling us how about Luis de Alba was coming in the next day. And that he was going to pick him
Luis de
up.
Alba.
Personal
bro.
escort, right?
Yeah, he was like, I'm going to go pick him up at the airport.
What is he doing in Portland, bro?
You see that
a
picture
show.
of Luis de Alba?
That's so cool. That guy's a legend, bro.
Bro, he was loaded.
So anyway, bro, so the night goes by, right? I'm sorry, I have to chime in.
No, go for it, dude. I'm
So the
fucking
guy,
sending a
so
go
the
ahead.
guy, so
We're
the
gonna
guy,
solve a crime this.
so,
know, no,
so,
we're on it.
so the guy hits me up the next day. I'm in my hotel room and he FaceTimes me, and he goes, "Hey, bro, I want to," because he was looking at my shoes the night before, and he goes, "You need new shoes, dude." And like he was offering shoes to everybody. He was like, "Felipe, what kind of shoes you like? I can get everybody shoes. I got the hookup. I'm the shoe guy."
Does
Like,
he know
I
like
want
a
the
Chinese
Crocs.
factory,
You would
bro?
think. You would think. You would think.
Fuck the terrorists.
But
homie.
I'm sitting in my room, and I got this guy's gonna slit my throat when I go back to Portland. By the way. So like I'm on my phone in the room, and he FaceTimes me on Insta, and he goes, "Hey bro, I want to buy you new shoes," and I'm like,
Are those it?
"Yeah," and I'm like, "You can't really get them for me anyway, because they're like big, dude. I have like the type that you can't get." And I'm really not comfortable with this,
Yeah,
dude.
size
Fucking
17.
that fool up,
You know,
dude.
because in my
Homies.
mind, bro, someone buys you shoes, dude, and you don't do them a favor next, dude, they're gonna be wearing your skin. So I was.
Shoes?
I don't know. Bro.
No,
Hey, bro, if I spend $100 on you, I want something. You know what I mean? Like, or you've been really good to me. You know what I mean? But like, so I'm like, I don't know this guy. I don't want him spending money on me. So I'm like, I don't
know what
know.
you mean.
And he goes, "What about Felipe, bro? Help me pick out a color for Felipe." And I'm like, this is the gayest shit ever. And I'm just like,
White, bro.
I'm just like, hey, bro, don't put me in that position, because I don't know what he likes. Two, I don't want to be party to this, And so I just kind of hung up, and I hit this guy up. I go, "Hey, this guy wants to get you shoes," and he's like, "Oh fuck, dude," And it's like, because I don't think some people don't understand, bro. Like,
That's crazy. Like, nobody even asked for shoes.
no,
Sambas.
and that's the thing, is like,
And the thing about shoes, that's like the hardest thing to bring back if you're like traveling light,
I'm sorry, bro, if there is.
We don't all carry a backpack.
I wouldn't be that worried about that.
Azul.
I'm more worried about someone spending a lot of money on me and saying it's absolutely free. There's no obligation.
Take the fall for me. Like, what?
Like, these we order, bro. Like, we pay the guy. That's it. It was done.
They're for the
We
performers,
know
though,
that.
right?
We know that he gonna come
Right.
around the corner. For
But
free
now I
tickets.
want to know how did he end up with Ken's shoes?
He said he was in San Antonio the day of the show. I don't remember him. Even if he was, how did he get the shoes?
Probably Ken forgot him.
Or gave it to him?
Yeah.
Either he
How
gave
else?
them to him or he left them behind.
I'm gonna say this: Ken's really nice. Ken's one of
Super
the
nice.
dude. There's so many people who used to come to the Improv and be like, "Yo, Ken said I could come to." It'd be a sold out show. I'd be like, "I'm sorry." They're like, "But Ken said I could come." Like, I met him last night, and he was like, "Come to the show," and I'm like, I think he thought there was room, but in my mind, I'm like, Ken was ripped when he told you that, and like. That's how nice Ken is. There's a slight possibility Ken was ripped and was like, here's the shoes, bro. But I doubt that. I really doubt that. Dude, I got to know how he got that shoe.
We got to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, because like,
How do you think he got it?
I think he gave them to him.
But you think it was in San Antonio?
you don't think a family member sold it to him or anything? Or someone
No,
stole
because
it
he
from
has
the family?
pictures of all those guys together. I don't know at that particular show, but holding up that
But you
shoe.
seen that guy in photos?
I've seen that guy before in Eugene. He rolled up.
See,
in
that was
show.
the other thing is I thought this guy knew him, dude. You know?
When he was in the green room just hanging
I
out.
thought it was Alfred Robles merch guy.
Rodrigo's
No,
so
Vinny is.
good at when people roll up that don't know him and start talking to him. And he does it too to an extent where you guys just talk to him like you've known him forever. And then we'll walk away and I'll be like, hey, you know that guy? I'll be like, no. I just rolled up and I'm all, dude, I was ready to go to this motherfucker's house and get my head chopped off then, dude. Because there's also times where I'll think you know someone and they'll come over to me and be like, hey, bro, if you ever want, come over to my house, bro. We're having a dinner tomorrow. I'm like, you know what? That sounds good.
The thing is because these people listen to the podcast, so they feel like they know so much. They know so much personal stuff.
This
So
kid
they can
doesn't
just...
listen to the podcast.
Oh shit!
You think he's listening now?
Fuck, if he is, fuck you, dog.
Hey, these shoes were made for walking.
Because he
He's
puts
probably
you.
like this right now.
Because he puts you in a compromising position.
So he's not from Portland. He was.
He
like,
is from Portland.
Okay, so
Because
but
he's like
he went to
his
San
thing. He's a
Antonio.
comedy fan, right? That's the whole thing.
And there's no way you can tell someone
But
that
dude,
they're
this got
putting you in
baby
a-
shoes, bro, signed by everybody.
And this one went to the San Antonio show too.
Like, not only that shoe, he had a regular size shoe. They told me to sign it, there was nowhere to sign, bro. I had to cross out 2 comics. Gladly.
I've seen people at the airport with babies waiting for this guy, dude. And I'm like, the
That new tattoo?
baby's not going to remember
Yeah.
this.
Let me see. Your uncle?
That's my dad right there.
Let me see.
Let me see. Oh! Everybody see that shit nice.
Yeah,
Think
man.
about nice.
Is that your skin or is that like a thing on top of it? Like
That's
a,
the
How
skin
old was
they
he?
use
There,
for
15?
17.
Can I see it?
There you go, bro.
That is. Let me see. Lower it. Let me put my glasses on.
That looks
wow.
dope, dude.
Yeah, it's
so
still,
cool, dude.
it won't look how it's supposed to look for another 2 weeks.
Really? Because right now, over here, it looks like JFK. You know?
That drip.
It's just the ink a little
It looks
bit.
like John
One of
Kennedy.
us is being honest.
No, from this side, you know, but like, but you said it's gonna take a while for the to
weeks.
settle in. That's cool, dude.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
Portrait tattoos are a bold move.
Oh.
You got to get it right. You got to know who you're getting it done by.
Yeah.
real.
Where'd you go to get it?
Dallas.
Yeah, you flew to Dallas.
You were doing the show in Dallas, or you?
No, I flew out last night and then came back today in the morning.
Damn, dude.
Get it out, dude, from 1 p.m.
Yeah,
to 2
you
in the
have
morning.
to be careful who you get
What?
this done by.
Yeah,
1 p.m. to what?
2 in the morning.
So you just got back right now?
Yeah.
But I can't sit there for that long, bro.
Wow, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I can't get no tattoos, man. No way.
Yeah, I got them done too, like that.
Those took long too.
Yeah,
That
this,
long?
How long did that take? The alien with the
That had to take a long ass time.
this was like 5-6 hours. Something
least
like that.
6,
Yeah.
Like, did you have to
But
keep
we split
going?
it up. We split it
Oh,
up.
it wasn't one sitting?
No, this one took
Is that guy
4
famous or
hours.
what?
No, she's her name's Jamie
2 hours, sorry.
Hood. She does that's all she does is portraits, black and white.
Cool.
Yeah, dude, but she's like one of the best.
You found out about her online?
Yeah, on Instagram.
Good on
Vinny
you, bro.
Vinny showed me.
Yeah, because I've seen some people get portraits done.
Yeah.
It's a shadow, huh?
You go,
Well, that
oh,
was
is that your
that one
baby?
of a pimple with a busted on that eye for no reason,
Wow.
and he pops it. It's over.
Yeah,
That
well,
happened to my friend.
oh, if you get like a scar tissue on there,
Like we get like for some
can't fuck with
reason a pimple would have bust out.
It's
You gotta
have to
leave it
be
alone.
careful.
you can't touch it. You have to
Leave it alone.
You have to wash it with soap and water and then cover it up with lotion.
Anyway, bro, when we were getting tattoos in the hood, there was none of that shit. There was no lotion. There was no wiping. There was
No
no.
aquaphor.
I would just put alcohol over it. There.
But even to get
he
the
kissed
dots,
it.
fool. But even to get the dots, how many stabs it take? Like 50 stabs per dot, or
One,
100?
man, I put
or
this-
just one, just two,
one big 3.
with the fat needle. Then
He just went pa 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 guitar string, bro.
One time each.
And you got that at a garage?
There's no garages in the project, bro.
In the parking
The
lot?
front yard.
in the stoop,
dude.
fool.
Front yard.
Bro, I had ghetto friends that lived in Rosemead, and these guys had like a tattoo machine, and they will tattoo each other, bro.
That's how.
Yeah,
you do
that's
it.
how we got. I got
Like,
two on my
like-
back.
Well, that
Father.
day, fools were getting tattooed, and like you pass it, like somebody were, Like if that fool that was making a tattoo night out, and if I was paying for that guy's tattoo, and then there was somebody passing by, hey bro, fucking tap that guy with that needle on the neck when he passes by. Here's $30. Here's $30. And that fool pass by, and that fool go, bing, hey!
But leave a dot forever, right?
With a Walkman, right? Did you use a Walkman?
I don't know.
Did you
This
just use
dude, his machine was homemade, and it probably was a Walkman.
Yeah, it was like a Walkman.
And he was just,
motor.
he was cleaning it with whatever we had. We had ammonia
Fuck yeah, guitar string.
and ammonia wiping
Yeah.
it. Cause that dude, my friend Rodney Eno, he got the Indian lady, and everybody else got something else, and I got a name, whatever, and then I got these dots.
How long did the name take?
I
A
don't
while,
know.
huh?
I crossed it out with a bat.
No, bro, those can't get because like I don't know if you've ever had a
Now
Walkman.
blood comes down and
I don't know if you've
Yeah,
ever
fuck
had a,
yeah, bro.
I don't know if you've ever had.
Because during the AIDS scare, they're trying to say that you can get AIDS like that, but that was bullshit.
Like,
Really?
Just tuberculosis, though.
You can.
Yeah.
You can. Totally.
Because
can't get-
tuberculosis
you
lasts on the
all
surface for
kinds
24
of
hours.
shit, dude. You can get all kinds of shit.
You can get AIDS.
No.
Well, if
Because
I
AIDS dies as soon as it comes to the
there.
hits oxygen, right?
no, I don't think so. I think like if we shared a needle, then we would
Yeah,
get,
of course, like that way.
You know, if you
'Cause
had
it's all
AIDS
inside.
and then he tatted you and then tatted me, but the worst you can get is some other bloodborne, like most likely
TB,
some
right?
like skin-eating disease or something like that. Would definitely flesh-eating disease.
What were you gonna say about that?
No, you cannot get
Yeah.
AIDS acquired. Well, let's fucking share fucking.
Because that was like a big old lie during the 80s. But
If
tuberculosis.
The tattoo, from a tattoo,
Wow.
if the tattoo artist
follows
follows proper
proper
hygiene
hygiene.
and sterilization
But
practices.
and then back in the day, they kind of didn't, right?
No,
From,
bro.
Sailor Jerry time.
Yo, when my homie was
Bikers
doing,
and
so
shit.
when my buddy made my back tats and my arm tats, he went right over, maybe washed it with alcohol. I don't remember. Went
You
over.
got that done in a shop or somebody?
No, I got all this on the left arm done in the shop.
Yeah,
I got
that
all
was-
this done with the homies. You know what I
Tell
mean?
that one up.
And then I have two more on my back.
Take off your shirt,
seen
bro.
those.
Let us see. Oh, I've seen those. Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah. But like, usually, like when homies do that, like with a tattoo you, they practice on their homies, right?
Yeah,
again, like
that's what
anything,
this was. This guy's a professional tattoo artist now.
But that's
No,
not
no.
bad, though.
But he wanted.
if he-
he
if
wanted
that's
to
his first
practice
tattoo,
on
that's
me.
not
yeah.
bad.
And then same with this one. This guy's a professional tattoo.
And that never
artist.
got covered or
Two
filled in
different
or
people.
nothing?
So
Retouch?
your arm's a collector's arm.
But it's, you know what? The thing that sucks about this one is that I was a fan of the Punisher.
Right.
And now this is like a symbol of like, you know,
Love.
kill a bunch of like enemy people.
see.
It's
Oh, like the
Yeah, it's a Republican like.
Is it really?
Now you should
Hurt
just
Locker tattoo.
Like cops wear it and stuff. You know what
you
I
should
mean?
just
Finishing fools.
color it all black and leave the bottom part, and then put on the bottom. This is for cheap times.
I love that.
Cause that's the brush that fool
Yeah,
had,
I
bro.
love that scene.
When he broke it up in the sink.
Yeah.
Mold.
This is for cheap times, motherfucker.
They got that fool, bro.
I should get it done like that. Oh,
You should,
Get a
bro.
black fist with
and
the
then
thing.
put a bunch.
Bro,
this is
that
for
if I
cheap.
could fit that on there, that would actually, cause it's the same shape,
You're
right?
gonna, you're gonna have to cover a Bobby
Yeah.
though, dude.
Has it covered? Oh no.
Bro, I would get that tattoo in
And
a
then put
heartbeat
cheap
right now.
times.
I would get that way more than the Punisher right
Fool will
now.
die at
A
that. bro.
fucking dope ass fucking blood in blood out tattoo. Come on, bro.
It'll be like the pick, bro, for cheap
yeah.
times.
I'd have to get into fucking the events for free after that.
You have to, yeah. All
Yeah.
the fucking David
Shit,
Chop.
Especially if you color it in the way he had it, forget about it.
Forget it. Oh, with the colors like the that'd be
Red,
sick,
green, and
dog.
black.
And then put on top cheap times.
A little grenade on
You
the
have
side.
tattoos,
Dog.
fool?
You don't have one?
No, I want to get a tattoo. I don't know what of.
Is that your first, Rod?
This one's my first one. I got
Oh,
this one in
that's right.
Amsterdam.
Let me see.
That one.
Oh, I remember that one. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, you're kind of like a sailor. Look at you, dude. You're trying to wear a tattoo.
Traveling around, bro. You don't need my little backpack on, my big
Let me see
shorts,
that
bro.
one.
What are you laughing at, bro?
That was,
I'm not laughing at
what's the name of that guy's famous,
I
right?
don't know whose voice. you're
No,
doing.
he's for a Brazilian fool, but the tattoo shop is famous, Hanky Panky's.
Hanky pankies.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna get a tattoo live on the podcast.
Well, let's do
Let's
it. then,
do
bro.
Let's
it.
set it up, bro.
This fool over here all sweating and shit. Give me another shot, dog.
Do yourself a favor and look up the least painful parts of your body to get it done in.
The butt cheek.
I don't know what that is.
The chest, the throat.
I think the back would be
The throat?
the back and the
Get
arm.
on your tongue, bro.
Oh, man.
Oh, there's fools that get them on it. It's crazy,
Yeah.
dude. Where
Bro,
fools
right
get tattooed.
here?
Their eyelids and shit.
All this right
Yeah,
to
that's
right
madly
here.
tender, dude.
That hurts right there.
Holy
Like that dude from American Me, fuck my life.
Yeah.
For real, bro. That fool don't give a shit, bro.
Inside the lip, that shit hurts, huh?
I would get it done though. I might get it. I might still get a lip tattoo.
What do you
Because
gonna
they
get?
go away after a while.
I'm gonna get it. If I would get a tattoo, I'll probably get it like the inside of my foreskin. So you gotta open it to see it.
Some girl, I seen the tattoo.
like a secret message, bro? Like a squirrel. A squirrel.
Suck it.
Objects seem bigger than they really are.
Surprise, surprise.
This one came with a mirror.
It'll be like an extra vein.
It's like the
Tattoo a train inside of it.
It's like the
Smoke,
Yeah,
fool.
it'll be
Locomotive.
the core silver bullet.
That's fucking
the
hilarious.
Da Vinci Code secret fucking tattoos.
Something, fool. The combination of the safe.
Come in.
And you crack it in
Instagram
nuts.
password, bro.
You're the decoder ring game.
My social security number.
Drink more Ovaltine.
Fucking Iron Man, dog.
Fuck, dude.
Dude, that is hilarious,
Did you see
dude.
the new Captain America?
Yeah, I saw it, yeah.
With fucking Harrison Ford turning into the Red Hulk?
Yeah, that's great. He turned into
Which
blood,
sucks,
homie.
bro.
This fool said it was awesome, dude.
I didn't say it was awesome. It was all right, dude. I don't like the new Marvel. After
Yeah, dude, fucking
Endgame,
wasted
it kind of
60
went
bucks
down
on
the
that
hill,
thing.
dude. After
I fell
Endgame.
asleep during that shit, dog.
Endgame was like probably the spot, maybe like the last good Marvel movie was probably Wolverine versus Deadpool.
That was a good one.
I
yeah.
heard. I don't like superhero movies anymore. The collateral damage is too much for me
Oh,
to deal
you
with.
just
so.
keep. You just keep thinking
I know this
about,
sounds ridiculous. It's
What? All right, explain it. Dude.
because, dude,
right? You keep thinking about like the cars. getting
so one
destroyed.
time my friend hit one of those signs that holds up. It says like, you know, whatever avenue, next exit on the freeway.
Yeah.
He hit one of those. He pulled off. His car brakes went out, and he tried to stop, and he hit one of them and took the sign out. You know how much it cost him to fix that? $15,000
For a
Say more,
sign?
bro.
plus the fine, which was like another $3,000 or $4,000, right? So in my mind, if that thing costs $15,000, and I'm watching these guys throw each other into buildings, and the buildings exploding. First of all, bro, you're fucking now the building's out of code.
But don't you run?
CGI.
But don't you in real life? Don't you run through red lights? You lift the.
I think you.
Where do you live in?
I know what you think. You're saying that they don't know where they can repair that world.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't care about breaking the law.
It's different.
Yeah, they can break the law they want, but I'm like, bro, now my building,
What you do to my city, bro?
bro, my fucking car. I'm a fucking high school student with no insurance. You just fucked up my car, Incredible Hulk. Go fuck your mother. I don't give a fuck how many babies you saved today, dude.
I always think about that, bro. When I used to watch Superman,
Fucked up my
and he would go through a whole building just to catch a jewel thief. And I said, bro, you just caused fucking millions of damages
Yeah.
for what, $7,000 worth of jewelry?
Right.
Good insurance.
Take the service out of
Dude,
it, you
and then
cocksucker.
well, then,
And then,
exactly.
and then, yeah, sure.
I think the service.
And what about the people that
Yeah,
can't
like-
go?
They're gonna destroy, like, you're taking a shit in that building, bro.
Right.
And then you see a glass coming at your ass.
Right.
Oh, Superman must be taking a shortcut to stop a fucking person actually.
Where's the comic book for the building owner that now has to shut his building down because it's out of code? Because
It
Superman.
makes you think that the superheroes are the villains
And then
now.
all the employees.
Yeah,
they-
bro.
What about
There's-
the little guy, bro?
Fuck. That's
but-
why I'm like, dude, I don't let them do whatever they want.
But that's
bro.
what Civil War is about, the movie. That like, how like the superheroes had to what's it called?
I know.
Register with the
Order.
government because
they
people
were causing
died.
too much trouble.
Yeah.
So in my
Like the
mind,
Incredible Hulk, bro. Every time he shows the Incredible Hulk, he has to go steal someone's pants, bro.
Yeah.
yeah,
Dude,
huh?
you're the Incredible Hulk. You should be having like a stack of khakis ready for your
right.
ass.
And nobody
You
died.
you
That's
should
the
be
thing.
wearing a backpack with your extra clothes.
Exactly.
Like this motherfucker right here probably had a job interview with Uber rides and you just took his suit.
I always have shit in my car to fucking.
If something happens.
You never
I always
know,
thought like
bro.
I always thought about Wonder Woman, like
In LA, you never know anything.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
You can tell a man came up with this. Like no woman came up with Wonder Woman story, bro. Ain't no woman gonna say, okay, not only does she have big ass titties,
God damn.
We're gonna give her an invisible plane that makes it visible for everybody to see her. Take a shit.
Fuck yeah. I want to see that
That
fucking...
plane's bigger than I
You're
thought.
flying that fucking plane, bro. And they go, "Where's Batman? Can't you see he's taking a shit? Everyone else can see he's taking a shit."
Invisible plane.
All up on that shit.
She hits
dude.
turbulence. The fucking titties juggle, bro.
I'm just saying, dude, like,
Think about our powers, bro. Everybody got crazy powers. They give her the only one power that a woman in real life can never achieve: to get everybody to tell the truth with that rope.
is that what that rope does?
Yeah, it's a lasso truth.
I'm sorry, I don't know anything about Wonder Woman.
I was just saying.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. So she gets the truth out of you.
It's a lasso truth.
Where were you last night? I swear to God. I was in Hong Kong. No! Why does it tell me you're telling me the truth, but you're lying? I was in Hong Kong, bitch!
That's what like Batman, man. Like this black kid broke it down. He said, Batman, this motherfucker, multi-millionaire,
Billionaire.
Billionaire.
He's over there going after, instead of going after real crime lords, real white-collar crimes, the motherfucker out here snatching easy motherfucker, easy to catch. Penguin. Like, how hard to catch a penguin, bro?
Well, he's fucking
Trip that
mentally
fool,
ill
huh?
people. A guy who thinks he's a penguin.
Yeah.
Don't kick his ass. Take him to the
Yeah,
hospital,
what's
bro.
the message here, bro? What's the message here?
Yeah, man. Or the Riddler, bro. A guy who only could speak with riddles. Yeah. You gonna lock him up, bro? You should be having this guy making puzzles.
That should be the poet laureate of fucking Gotham City, bro.
And I always think about it, like, why does Batman hire an old guy to be a butler? Hire fucking 100 topless maids, bro.
I feel like Batman would do better.
There we go with the invisible plane over
I
here.
feel like Batman would be better starting a couple of intervention programs with his money and maybe like a diabetes foundation. And he would save, I'm just saying, bro, he would save a lot. If you look at like what these foundations do when they save amounts of, they're like, we saved 50,000 Americans last year.
write-off, right?
Well, fucking Superman only saved 2 and he ruined fucking 5 buildings during the time.
He's upside down like government, huh?
Bruce Wayne
Or like-
has a foundation
or like-
and he
or-
saved
or-
thousands of us.
Like when you watch Superman in a Superman movie where he makes the world go around and
That
around
was the stupidest thing ever,
Yes,
just to
bro.
save Lois Lane?
Yes.
dude. Bro.
Ugly ass lady.
Fuck.
Save the Jewish people from fucking World War II, bro. Saving Lord.
Yeah,
I
but
know.
going
He
for a
was-
minute.
Captain America was there, bro. Who the
Right.
fuck was he?
Right.
He's at Starbucks,
He
fool.
could have run inside Auschwitz and fuck all the Nazis up. bro.
That's the
boy.
other thing is like I'm watching this as a kid and I'm like, where's all the other where's Wonder Woman?
There
Where's
was
Captain-
God waiting for prayer.
Not Captain America. What's the DC version of Captain America? The guy with the wings. The whole
Flash?
Thor?
Flash?
Thor?
Oh no, not
Hawk?
Thor. Flash.
Yes.
I was like,
Yeah,
Hawk
I'm
too.
just like, where the fuck are these other guys?
Yeah.
But you know what, bro? You're
Tired,
right,
bro.
dude. What about reversing all the way back to World War II?
Yeah.
And it was a 70s,
Before
too, so it's
that.
only 30 years behind. You know, like,
Dude, are we fixing child hunger here?
Stopping the murder of fucking Archduke Francis Ferdinand.
I know, man. Why is it Aquaman commanding all the fish to go to poor countries?
Right.
Oh, some
Yeah,
big
hey
tuna
guys,
bear.
let's group up underneath the Philippines for a little while. You know what I mean?
He should be killing whalers, fool.
And this might be my only opinion, personally, but I think every Lois Lane in from every movie has always been mid, bro.
Mid.
There's never been a hot
no,
ass
the
Lois
TV
Lane.
show one is good.
The
Don't get mad, bro, but the new Snow White ain't that good looking either.
That's what I heard.
Ain't nobody getting mad at that, bro. Ain't nobody getting
That's
mad
another
at
little
that.
And
upside
the
down.
thing,
yeah.
the thing I always used to say is not believable. Like, Alfred becomes Batman's legal guardian. How come he's still wearing a fucking butler suit? Like,
Why is he? Yeah, why is
do you think
he?
he was trying to wear regular clothes? Like, hey, and he's
Step
like,
into
fuck
it,
you.
Alfred. I'm your
jumpsuit?
fucking dad, bitch. I raised you, motherfucker. Wasn't it for me, I could have taken all your money.
You could have killed him at night and taken all the money, dude.
Yes, Master Wayne.
Who, Alfred?
Don't
Alfred
leave.
out of the
Don't
butler,
leave
yeah.
your fucking child's trust to Martin Rizzo. That's for sure.
He's gonna teach him how to skateboard.
He will not be the godfather.
There's
of
so
my
many
child.
plot holes in these fucking comic books.
Mean ones, dude.
Bro, that's why I can't. That's why I don't watch. I just watch YouTube now. I just fucking watch like the fire.
But the Penguin show's
Yule
pretty
log
good, dude.
burning.
Have you
Watch
seen
one
the
episode.
Penguin?
The Penguin's the shit,
my
bro.
God.
That was
Which
good.
penguin? No,
Yeah, the new one on
The
HBO.
show, it's really
Colin
good.
Farrell.
It's really
Oh my
good.
god, dude. That.
Still waiting for it to bite me.
I didn't like the end though, bro. The end. Yeah, but we won't talk about it because it's still too early. But yeah,
But it's funny because there's been like 3 stories. That penguin is not the same penguin from
Danny DeVito.
The movie.
the one Danny DeVito, huh?
No, it's a
And
different.
then the original story, right?
This penguin's more like crime boss style.
It's more like
Yeah,
it's
he's
more,
collecting. He's like,
It's more in the.
he's enforcing.
Well, it's more in the.
In Gotham, he was a crime boss too.
It's more in the realm of canon of the Joker.
the Joker.
Where
kinda
it's like, oh, like this is more like what it would be. It's like what would Penguin be in real life is what it is.
kind
And
of got
it's-
the Riddler in the last Batman.
Yeah, I
movie. He's more
love
like
this
a,
new take
like a
of,
Zodiac
like,
killer. Like,
They're
yeah.
not necessarily
Totally.
bad guys. They don't wear like costumes, and they're like
like his fool said, they're
spinning-
mentally ill. Dude.
Yeah, they're just fucked up, and they have
Deranged.
like
Yeah.
they may have
You know-
a costume, but it's fucked up.
You know who the best superhero was?
Who?
And then he was only around for a little while. Sledgehammer, bro. He was
the
a
80s.
cop.
But-
Yeah.
And that fool, he goes, Sledgehammer, what's going on? There's a sniper on top of the building. I got this. And that fool fucking got a bazooka, bro, and
Yes.
blew up the building.
So that started out as a comic book?
No, it was a series first.
Oh, okay.
I used to have that comic book.
So it was a TV series before it became a comic book.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know,
gonna
who I
look for
think-
those old ones,
You know,
bro.
who I think the best hero is Captain Planet.
never heard of him.
Captain Planet one. You never heard of Captain Planet? Captain.
It was like in the
Planet,
early
He's
90s.
our hero, taking our pollution down to zero.
It was
something
a
like
superhero
Oh,
that helped.
fighting CFC.
That. Very liberal. Very liberal.
Taught you guys to clean up and like be against pollution. Like every bad
Yeah.
guy just
Full
wanted
of
to
dirty ass
pollute
rooms.
their
Never heard of
Captain
them,
Planet.
huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I seen them, dude.
Yeah, that green
I always
bullet,
thought it
bro.
was a little zesty, dude.
I don't know about that.
I know, right?
So it,
That's cool if you're like 5, huh, fool?
like it taught kids.
All right,
to,
never mind,
It
dude.
taught
Yeah.
kids to recycle.
Go ahead and edit that
Are
part
you
out
guys
of the
ready to
podcast.
clean your
Is there
room,
a-
gentlemen?
Is there a Mexican guy in a
There is.
superhero, Lawnmower Man?
There is a Mexican guy in
But he
there.
has the
Yeah.
shittiest power ever. He has heart.
Yeah, he's got love.
Bro, hey, bro, we're all
Whoa,
about
he's
heart,
got
bro.
love.
Is that real or fake?
Yes. So the
real.
white
I
kid.
thought a commercial.
No, fool.
No, that's a cartoon from
So-
like the 90s.
Whack.
So those 5 kids. All right,
No
so
wonder you
Felipe,
don't like superheroes,
So
bro.
Felipe,
This shit whack.
Dora's brother, bro.
so those white kids would have like special rings, and each ring had a power. And
Not
if they,
this fool.
When they combine their rings, they summon Captain Planet.
This fool knew how to
But
cook.
the white guy had fire.
Yeah.
The fucking Asian girl had like water. Wind.
Win.
And the blonde girl had water.
And then the Mexican kid from fucking Mexico had heart.
it's a heart.
gay.
Yeah. He even says it like that. They're like water, fire, wind, heart.
Like
And
they gave us the
Vote for
shittiest
me.
power,
Yeah, dude.
bro.
What was his power then?
It's like
It was hard. It was
He
like
brought love. It was
like
love,
love,
bro.
yeah.
He
Oh,
was-
fuck that.
He had,
Is that how we're gonna defeat evil, bro? With love?
he had good vibes, bro.
Good
He had
vibes,
good
bro.
You
vibes.
should just give him a
Was he
fucking.
the- was he
gun.
the
Mexicans just want to kick it.
Hey, that's a low talker, bro.
That's
Zapatos.
Captain Planet.
Mexican. He got up later than everybody, bro. He made everybody food, dude.
But who has the most heart in boxing in Mexicans?
Mexican.
Yeah,
bro.
you know,
I
that's
think
true.
it goes back to that though. I know it sounds
Heart.
like ludicrous, but I think it goes to that.
I loved Captain Planet.
I loved it too.
I
He's the
loved
I
humble
used to
lion,
recycle
bro.
because that fool, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah?
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
bro. He did. That was what I said.
Dude, I would
'Cause he
turn that
was
shit
like-
on and go, man,
Because
this
he was
shit's
trying
weak.
to save. Because like, if you think about it, here's why I
He's
think
so
he's the
weak.
best.
He's weak,
Because
dude.
he
I
was
want
trying to
guns
save the
and shit.
entire globe. He wasn't
Bomb.
trying to rescue some fucking bank.
Louis,
from
just
bank
Don't
robbers.
bomb Cali and we'll
Fuck
be cool,
Louis
homie.
Lane, bro.
What was Captain America? What was that?
Captain
What was
Planet.
they fighting, bro?
Captain Planet.
Globalism,
pollution.
fool.
Global warming, dog.
He was fighting like a.
Yeah, see?
He was fighting people.
It's like Joey Biden.
No,
man.
really, what was he fighting?
Yeah, like,
See,
like
wait.
so the bad guys were always polluting.
Environmental.
Who were the bad guys?
Like they're like big corporate
Corporates.
people. Yeah.
Corporations,
People,
fool.
corporate America,
It's during the time when
Donald
America, like the
Trump.
Exxon Valdez and all that shit. I feel that's what it was like. To fuck
was-
that. Like
There's
environmentalism.
There's an
a rise in
episode
that
with
shit.
like a Donald Trump like person.
Yeah.
Let's think. Let's
think.
think about our Earth, like
Well,
for us.
I'm not into no fucking comic cartoons. bro.
So
Pinko
basically,
shit for or what?
so basically,
Who wrote it? Neil Brandon?
Flanders, fool.
so
from,
every bad guy was a guy
yeah,
who like was
dog.
trying to cut down
I'm
the
gonna make a phone
forest.
call, bro.
Call him, dog. Here's a speed dial, fool. What's
But
called the
that's,
cops
every
right now,
bad guy was they're cutting down the forest.
Right.
Yeah.
They're dumping
Or like the
oil.
reservation, they were
Yeah.
moving
Give me
Indians
the
off reservation.
FDA.
The Trail of Tears keeps fucking
Yeah.
Yeah,
tearing.
bro. There's one because
Bro, I rather watch fucking Tyson Mysteries in reverse and watch that show.
Oh, bro, come on. That's
Do
a
you
genius,
remember that
bro.
one cartoon from the '70s called the Chan Clan? It was like the Chinese
Cherry
Scooby-Doo.
Clan, right?
No, the Chan Clan.
No.
Can you look it up, Ray?
That's
It's
I think
an
where they
actual
got
thing.
where they got the characters for Cherry Clan. It's a traditional little hat with the eyes. Yeah.
The Amazing Chan Clan. It was kind of like the
Chan
Asian Scooby
Clan.
Doo.
Yeah.
This was like this like
Scooby-Doo meets,
Chinese people.
Yeah. And they had like
Fresh
a
off the
talking
boat.
animal too. Yeah.
That's pretty
Bro,
fucking
the
cool,
70s
bro.
was woke, dog. I don't know what people are talking about.
What's it called?
The Amazing Chan Clan.
That's pretty bad, bro.
The song's pretty cool. If you
That's
look
bad.
it up on YouTube,
I remember
it's really cool,
vaguely, dude. But
Joy Coach dad used to write for that.
72, damn,
Chan Clan.
And it starts like
Never heard of that
that.
Ni
shit.
hao.
Does it start like that?
Yeah.
Don't show them Monterey Park, huh?
Solving
Alhambra.
Fuck, bro.
Also, yeah, in the 90s too, because it was Captain Planet and we had Dare too, you know, the fucking lion with the no pants, what's it called?
Dare?
Yeah, so you won't smoke
Drugs.
weed.
Oh, he didn't have pants.
Yeah,
He
fucking
didn't.
pervert, dude.
I always noticed things like that, bro. Like Winnie the Pooh didn't have pants.
But they're part of.
either.
Piggy
You
Pig.
didn't have
Piggy
hands, huh?
Pig.
Who, Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah, he didn't have fingers.
No finger, no
He
digits.
didn't, dude.
Little honey and shit. Little
Basically, it was like a
sloppy
stick in a
little
dick inside the honey
bro,
pot,
he
bro.
was an amputee, and he would just use his nubs to eat his honey with, dude. He was
Nubbin.
in Vietnam, dude. You weren't there, man.
He was though.
Christopher Robins.
Shows coming up.
Oh, damn. You're going to go to fucking Oklahoma, King? What's it called, the show?
I'm gonna go to Tulsa, Oklahoma, to hang out with Sylvester Stallone. June 13, Nevada. June 14, Fresno. At the what? Soroyan
Soroyan Theater.
Soroyan Theater.
Ooh, I'm excited for Reno.
Sahuarita, Albuquerque. And then the bottom one at the, what is that one?
Irvine.
Albuquerque?
And then you're in the, like Irvine for that whole weekend.
Oh, yeah.
You know what's funny about you brought up Tulsa? Fool, didn't they ship out the 2 elephants from LA Zoo overnight last night to Tulsa?
They did? Who was?
Yeah. Tina, what's the name of them?
Oh, Tina
And Billy.
And Billy, the 2 elephants.
Yeah,
On
dude.
a plane?
But
In the
no.
middle of the night,
yeah.
they can't do-
They didn't want anybody to know.
Ice
fool.
came and got him, bro. Took him in the middle of the night. And they're in
But
fucking
they're-
Seacot right now,
They're
bro.
they're in Tulsa.
Oh, they're in Tulsa.
Yeah.
On their way to Seacot.
You know,
No say way.
you know what I always thought when I was little? I used to watch like cartoons. Remember, like in cartoons, they always made like the dog catcher like seem like immigration. Remember? Like all the dogs were always scared about getting like.
But like
Caught?
the dog,
Yeah.
but the dog catcher is always kind of like immigration border patrol.
They're
yeah.
always like bad guys. Like you remember they were like yeah,
chasing you and shit, huh?
Right. That's right.
They're like,
detaining you.
they're like immigration. Yeah, dog catchers.
Throwing you in
cartoons.
the in the paddy wagon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're in the cage, bro.
Yeah.
Like yeah, dude.
My mom ran a youth center. You know, like a bad neighborhood. You know, it's where we all kind of grew up and stuff. And like, there was an abandoned van from whoever had the youth center before in the driveway, in the parking lot of this youth center. And the kids used to play La Migra when we would hide in the van. And then it was always because we knew what the fuck was up. We would always make like the new guy that was like working there, some white college kid, be La Migra, and he'd have to walk up to the van and be like, "All right, everybody out of the van," and we'd all like run yelling, and he'd have to try to catch us.
Sounds
dude.
like a sexual fantasy
Yeah,
stuff.
A border voyeurism.
I want to ask Butch. When you told us that you lived like with a whole bunch of people at a abandoned building?
Yeah.
How was that like? Because I think about the Ninja Turtles scene where all the bad kids
No,
live together.
no.
Punk hostels, something like that.
It
or
was
what?
like, it sounds a lot more, even in my mind, it's kind of a lot more magical than it was. It was like people shitting in buckets, and then you're sleeping in like.
Was there electricity?
Yeah, that was the cool thing, is there was electricity, so you could have like.
Well, was it an abandoned building of what? Like a.
I don't want to say but it was like a recreational center.
Ah.
You know, it was like a place, because there was other people living there and stuff. And I've told this story before, and I've been told to like, hey, dude, like maybe.
So you live rent free.
Why they're famous now?
Huh? No, I just think they don't want their shit out there, dude. You know, like, because we all like stayed there, and it was kind of famous. Like, it was like a.
How long
It
did
wasn't
you-
famous, but it was known. Like everybody like lived there.
How long did you live there for?
Like years. It was. I only lived there for like less than a year, but it stayed there for years.
How many people total?
It went
one
up to
time?
like, I think by the time the cops took it down, it was like there was like 20 people living in there.
damn.
Because it was like it was a center where people could stay the night and stuff, you know, like back in the day, you know, and like you could check in. There were other rooms in there and stuff, and there was a recreational center downstairs. So like, yeah, dude,
That's
it was
crazy.
It
That's
was
so cool.
It
man.
was cool because you were young and you didn't give a fuck. The first few nights, it was like cool because I'm out of the house and fuck my parents and stuff.
But people
then,
shit in buckets.
But you're shitting in buckets, and then the cops come in and kick you out, and then you got to sneak back in later, and then they try to board it up, and then you got to break down those.
Like
so you
suburbia,
can't keep
huh?
fresh food. It's like, dude, yeah, like I remember seeing Suburbia as a kid.
So you guys have like hot
then
plates and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as most people had it, bro. Like I knew a girl who lived under the bridge. She lived under the overpass. You know those doors when you go in by the overpass?
Yeah, I've seen those videos on TikTok where people
I
like...
changed the locks, huh?
I don't know why they have them, but there's caverns in them. And so
It's just store shit, right?
and I knew a girl who lived in there with her boyfriend. And like fucking, you know, and they had like a whole setup, bro. They had a bed and it looked like a room.
Like a living room, huh?
There was no electricity. They had to shit, no running water. They had to
Living
shit in
like a
buckets
Ninja
and everything,
Turtle,
bro. But like,
Pretty
it
cool.
wasn't. It was cool. It was not tough because
You're
otherwise I
young,
would-
too,
Yeah,
so, like,
you're
yeah.
young, bro. Now I'd be like, fuck that, dude. But yeah, it was fucking weird, dude. It was a weird fucking thing, you know, in a way, because it blew up too. Because when someone was like, "Oh, come over and live here," and then the next thing, you know, what, there was 4 people, then there was 5, then there's 6.
Would you guys
know?
party
Like
in
roaches,
there?
huh?
Then yes, but then the cops kick you out, you know, and then you come back and you go, okay, no more fucking partying, or at least like we,
Wow, like,
you know, and then like, but then there's like a domestic because you let a couple in, and then they kick everybody out again, like so, you know, like
That's so cool, dude.
Captain Planet, was that Don Cheadle?
Don Cheadle did a parody with Funny or Die like
That's
10 years ago, yeah.
right,
Where he was like
yeah.
killing a whole bunch of people, yeah.
Opposite.
Captain Planet.
he's a hero.
It was just the animated TV show that got adapted from the.
Back
There it is,
to
it is.
zero.
Oh, that's hilarious, dude.
Oh God, I remember that, bro.
I didn't see that shit.
Yeah, they would have like, oh hey, Captain Planet, like.
Dude,
You know, today these corporate guys are trying to take over this part of the Indian reservation. And then they would come in and it'd be like, but it'd have to be so. It couldn't just be like they're building a pipeline. You know, they
It's
were
like
like
a
funneling.
protest comic book,
They were
huh?
funneling diamonds through it.
Yeah,
or something.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it
Oh,
was
so there's
the-
a crime on top of
Yeah,
even
there's a
the
crime.
crime on top of a crime. You know, those kids from Captain Planet always reminded me of the Burger King kids, remember? Like, it was so diverse. Can you pull up, Raymond, can you pull up the Burger King kids from the 90s? Like, this is how they...
Come here, you little whopper.
I love
Yeah,
this.
these are the kids that they use to, like, market, like the toys and, like, remember? It was so diverse for, like, the early 90s. Look, see, look. Look at that.
Oh, that's right. They were like
Is it
Captain
lingo?
Planet
Look
wannabes.
at the kid in the wheelchair, bro.
It's an electrical wheelchair, fool.
They got all the colors of the rainbow, and then the
got
dog just in
And then a little
case.
rescue dog.
That little
Oh,
dog
yeah,
dad.
dude.
Looks like his little beard, dude.
They got 2 redheaded kids though.
That's cool.
But the white kid always looks cool. Look at those fucking. He's got the what's called the apple fucking the apple glasses before the. What do they call the apple? What?
Those are
Apple
trendy
goggles?
now, bro.
yeah.
Apple Vision.
Apple Vision, the Mexican kid. The stereotypical flat top with the black kid.
Dude.
The
for
Burger
real.
King kids, bro. Those kids are
Yeah,
cool. Dude.
that's funny that you brought that up, dude, because I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember, like,
bro.
seeing those.
It was all about diversity back then. Even the Power Rangers, they're so diverse. And now people complain about shit like that now. Like they're trying to push
I think
like
people forget that there was a PC age already, right?
Yeah.
There was a whole like early 90s, like you can't say that.
Well, it was all like, that it came with that PMRC shit too, though, right?
like, dude, one of my
Yes, yeah.
Censorship.
One of my first shows as a kid, I shouldn't be watching the show, but I used to watch VIP with Pamela Anderson.
Oh, damn.
Bro, I used to stay up late at night to watch it, and it was so diverse. If you watch like the trailer or like the cast, like it
forgot
was
about
so,
that show,
fucking,
dude.
there's like
Which one?
VIP with Pamela Anderson.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, like she was like a secret agent. It was all women fighting.
Yeah. She was in a black.
Oh my.
What is that?
VIP with Pamela Anderson. I think the show came out like in '98 or '99, and like
After Baywatch.
after Baywatch, and like bro, like I used to be like just horny as fuck watching that show, dude.
That was a babe back in the day.
Whammy.
Yeah, dude. I had
A
a poster.
barbed wire tattoo.
dude.
dude.
I
Yeah,
had a
dude.
poster of her in my room.
Yeah, a lot of fools did.
VIP, man. So many good shows like that.
What show?
VIP with Pamela Anderson.
Well, that show sucked, bro.
Hey,
Yeah, it wasn't like, I think it was like more
it
like
was
what
so
you're saying.
cheesy,
Just
you know?
it was
Like,
like
to
night-
see a hot
remember-
chick on a TV
Right.
show.
You remember
like-
night,
or with hotter
night
chicks.
stockings or whatever? It was like
oh,
I
there's
remember that
VIP.
one.
Look at that.
Yeah, there's VIP.
Damn, dude.
Look at her hair.
And look at the cast, so diverse, bro. Like, fucking 2 women, 1 black guy probably pounding all of them, dude. Fucking-
It is fool.
Sorry, guys. I was a kid. I was
That's what I
guy.
was thinking about, dude.
One guy.
Yeah.
I think it was their administrator. I think he was just.
He was the guy. He was the guy behind the computers or something like that.
Yeah, it was their.
Bing Rames and
What's that guy in
Impossible.
the Charlie's Angels? It was Charlie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Charlie.
I'm all, what's that guy's name?
What's Charlie's
What's that
Angels?
guy's name in Charlie's
I think it's Charlie. Nah, name's Mike.
Good
Mountain
shows
Mike.
back in the '90s, man. So cheesy, so bad.
Well, they were cheesy as fuck, bro.
I know, like BJ and the Bear.
Oh my God, this fool, dude.
I used to watch. Man,
I used to watch that show for the chicks, bro.
And they used to have that on reruns a lot, dude.
Yeah.
That's how I seen that shit.
I used to watch.
That was kind of like a little element of Benny Hill in that show too, though.
Was it really?
The
Oh.
hot chicks.
Is that one?
BJ and the Bear,
Bro, I don't
dude.
even remember this.
Yeah, dude.
I would have been down for that, dude. Anything
No,
with
it's cool.
monkeys as a kid, you're into it. Right?
Yeah. I remember the first one I seen that movie with what's his name?
Dude, how hard it was it
Clint
for this guy
Eastwood.
to have to deal with this monkey all the time, dude?
You probably
They're super trained though, but I mean they can rip
Bro, all
your
the
face
shit-
off.
Yeah, but they're still, dude.
All the chicks were truck drivers in this show.
really.
Yeah, they're all Lola La Trailera
I was
style.
gonna say that.
Yeah.
Later.
What does
And
that
that's
mean?
it's a movie, a Mexican movie. That's her name, Lola. She's
Lola,
she's
the
a truck
trailer,
driver.
the trailer.
But that's again, like women can't drive, but they're driving, trailers, bro.
Large Marge,
Yeah.
bro. Never forget.
so
Never forget Large Marge.
Tell them Large Marge sent you.
So, Butch, there's a show that they used to show on Spanish TV late at night, and I had no business watching this shit. La Hora Pico. It was like a sketch show. Fucking Raymond. Oh yeah. La Hora Pico, just hot women for no reason, just
It was
being
a la
sexy,
cama,
bro.
A la cama con porcel. Always like
Yeah.
sexy women, dude.
Today, May 21st, right?
Yeah.
Today is a birthday for a person who loves the dark meat, Jeffrey Dahmer, bro.
Oh damn, dude.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
Milwaukee's
dude.
finest, bro.
Milwaukee's
If you're
finest.
watching, bro, happy birthday, dude. Fucking discounts on the next tickets.
Oh, he's dead, bro. They fucking broke up. Oh,
peace.
fucking broomstick in his ass.
And then stab him with that shit and then
Yeah.
shoved it up there, bro.
They made a movie about him.
Dude, it was crazy, dude. We've seen that series,
Escobar.
right? It was the whole thing about with the hand, that fool's hand on their chest, bro.
Man, everybody said
Trivia.
his house smelled, bro.
Oh, bad, bro. Like, cause, dude, the crazy shit I ever smelled was like dead rats, right?
Still
How
hanging
did-
meats.
Yeah, bro. But imagine a human being, bro, dude.
Cecina, homie.
He had like barrels full of humans.
Yeah, and then like they said some of the container would like open. That's because that stuff, it's gas coming out of the bodies and shit, dude.
Have you ever-
It's oh my
Have
god.
you ever driven by like when a cat is on the side of the road?
Oh, yeah.
And, like you're slow and you can smell it.
Yeah, or
Dude,
somebody
I
hits it.
always look away, bro.
I can't even imagine.
I
What
never
that,
even seen that shit.
I wouldn't.
Dude.
A body must be so much worse.
We
dude.
were in TJ it was with Voodoo, and I remember I was with Jerry and Brody, and there was a dead seal, bro.
Oh,
and that fool
what?
threw a big ass stone, and it
it
fucking
blew up?
landed. Yeah, in the middle of the seal, it just said, "Psh," and then you just smelled it, bro. It was
No!
fucking rank, dog.
Was it gas?
Yeah, it was all. "Psh," but then you smell it, and the
Did you
wind
ever
took
see
it.
that
It's
video
fucking disgusting.
when they blow up
dude.
the whale. Yeah, there's
Yeah. That shit blasts
They-
off.
so there's a real life whale, like a sperm whale that beaches itself. I don't remember where.
Sperm flew
I think
everywhere,
it's like Dana Point in
dude.
California or something, and it bloats and it starts to fill with gas, and they don't know what to do with it because
Sharks be out to try to chew on it out.
no, they stick
it's the-
dynamite in it, thinking that they're gonna explode it and then push all the remnants back into the fucking water.
went over the beach,
But they
huh?
put too much dynamite, or it was already like filled with like enough air that it just exploded whale chunks all over the fucking-
Blubber and
all
like,
over the
there it
city.
is.
it was on the cars in the parking lot.
Yeah,
It was that.
yeah, there he is.
Because, dude, I heard a theory, fool. That the reason there's a bunch of shark attacks now is because beach whales are beached up on the beach, and the city or the county goes in there and they digs them up and buries them, and the sharks are all smelling them, so they're
Yeah,
coming closer
I'm
to the
sure
shore
that's gotta
and
do
fucking
something.
people up. Yeah,
I'm sure
dude.
that's gotta do something.
So,
Bro, the fucking seagulls had a fucking
Word on the street,
fun
homie.
day with all the chunks around.
because they smell all that shit, dude. But yeah, dude, that fool's apartment smelled fucked up, I bet, dog.
Hey, when you were doing extermination, you see what the shitty of the smelly apartment, bro. Like
Like dead rats
And I don't want
patas, bro.
beyond patas, fool.
Yeah.
Dude, where I have the
Patas
mask
are
on,
nasty,
fool,
dog.
and
Huh?
I have a mask on, and I still smell that shit,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
Dude, I told you that those immigrants that were living over there in
Koreatown.
no, not even Koreatown. It was over there in the jungle.
Town.
and it was like 14 in a 2-bedroom, bro, with babies.
Indians
No, the Latinos. Central
with
Americans.
babies, like a
With
family.
babies, bro. No, but there was like 7 families inside,
Red
bro,
must have been
trying to make
cheap,
it, bro.
homie.
Like, they had little corners or what?
Yeah, and they put like little pieces. Dude, like this right here is separated. All right,
This
these
right
was-
here is two families.
Yeah, probably 3, bro.
Yeah.
Like one with a newborn, a couple.
Who's renting this shit?
Well, dude, they're renting them to
like a
one fool, and then that fool subletting inside. Homies, families, they all did the same type of work. They all worked at that hotel off of that ghetto hotel off Pico and dude, that's when I seen the baby, it was getting his little eyelashes eaten by roaches, bro. It was like fucked up, bro.
No.
But then they have cooking going on. It's all hot,
clean.
no ventilation, dude. And then it's all wet and leaks. It just roaches. You lift up the couch, roaches. You open up the drawers, roaches. You move big old pile of clothes, roaches,
Like
dude.
a gummo.
Dude, dude, Gummo is Beverly Hills, dude, compared to this shit, bro.
What's Gummo?
That movie
There's
Gummo.
a
You never
scene
seen
in
it?
Gummo where they're like the kids are messing around.
The fool that did
And they
kids.
push like a picture frame off the wall.
Yeah,
and all these
that's
roaches,
classic.
All these
That's
roaches.
the movie where they saw those
Right there,
cats in that
fool.
Yeah,
restaurant.
Gummo's
Yeah,
gnarly,
for the Chinese
bro.
restaurant.
Hey,
Oh, bro,
that's
you
the
had to
kid
be-
from
had
the fucking the Well to Wellsview.
Yeah, remember you had the
boy.
DVD I gave you. Fucking, we lost it
Dude,
somehow.
that's
Somebody
so gross.
fucking borrowed it
That
and never gave
bath
it back.
scene
Oh, it's-
murders my soul.
what?
He's eating
The
spaghetti,
bath
bro.
scene when he's eating spaghetti and she's washing him.
And the
Who's watching
and the
him?
His
dirty
mom.
water, his mom. So
But it's
in
not even
Gummo,
clean
in that,
water,
that
bro.
movie, that scene that they just show where he's sitting in the bathtub eating
Eating
spaghetti.
spaghetti
That's a real scene.
in a can, right?
Yeah.
Hey, look at alfalfa and shit.
Bro. Look at that
Look,
water he's in, bro.
He's gonna roll a blunt right now, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck it.
I don't know what he's doing.
No, he's gonna eat chocolate right now.
What
Bro.
is the mom doing?
And
yeah,
it
he
falls
drops
in
the
there.
chocolate in the water.
The water's dirty, huh?
Yeah, dude, it's not even clean.
Yeah, that's
and
not-
you see all that mold back there, bro? Look. ¿Qué pasó, güey? Whatever you think that you're dirty, I did gross shit, you're never gonna top this. You're never gonna top the jungle with those 14 families. 14
I don't
people
get
living-
grossed out because I know it's a movie and I know
Yeah,
that's not
it's
real.
fake. Yeah.
No, see, but that's the thing about that movie.
Supposedly that was his
is
house.
Those are real people from
Yeah.
that.
That's how he got
So
famous,
it's a
that fool.
fictional movie.
That kid I saw in a movie called The Road to Wellview.
After.
He played Dana Carvey.
After that,
Yeah.
after
He
that.
got
But
famous,
that
dude.
movie, like Harmony Korine used real people in that movie to make it.
But that pretty sure that's not the real shit water though.
God, I hope not, bro. But
Nah.
there's scenes in there where you go, "That's real, bro." Like I don't think those were trained bugs in the cockroach scene. And then there's one guy.
Hey, they train.
And then those guys socking each other up. The two
Yeah, those
In
brothers.
the kitchen, huh?
Yeah, they're like wrestling fools, dog. Come on, get off me,
the guy
dog.
that's pimping out his retarded
Sister,
dog.
bro.
This
Like
movie sounds crazy.
that movie was Gummo was
Yeah,
wild.
I gave this full of DVD, bro.
Gummo was wild.
Yeah, those fools, bro. They're crazy, bro. Dude, you don't remember seeing this shit, fool?
These are the
We
guys.
watch
That,
it all.
okay, so dude, these are the
Those
guys.
fools right there. Come on, get
So
off
you
me,
know
man.
that abandoned building? These
No,
are the kind of guys who
that
are
live
in
there?
that building
You
that
think
like,
with
I
people
grew
with
up
their
with.
sister?
See, I know the word gummo because of the Tekashi 6ix9ine song. You know, that was a song. He had.
Oh, really?
Gummo, yeah. When he
No,
first
the
came out.
movie was gnarly. Isn't
Oh, that
nasty?
movie's crazy,
I don't
though.
think I wanna
That
watch
takes
it.
white trash to like the 27th
You see
power.
Razorhead?
Seen parts of that shit.
That hardcore too.
Yeah, it's all like this, dude.
See, if it looks real
Elements
enough,
of, like,
bro,
the
I get
Razor
grossed out
Edge
by it.
and
I
all
do
that.
get grossed out by it. Like, there's some scenes where I'm like, like things when, like The Boys, you know the show The Boys?
Yeah.
I can't watch that.
It's graphic, bro.
It's super graphic.
You don't like breast milk, bro?
Oh, you remember the breast? This guy right here, this is the guy who ran out of the building almost throwing up.
I can't see that shit. It's
Oh,
like,
we're watching
ugh.
those videos, bro.
She was making cheese,
in
bro.
Texas.
Yeah.
We were in Houston, and Gabby was showing us breastfeeding videos, dude. Not hers, but she was showing like TikTok.
Yeah, cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
And
we're-
then this guy all of a sudden, bro, because we're
Brother,
like,
they
oh,
made cheese.
yeah.
She was making cheese out of the milk.
But there's one,
cheese,
I don't
homie.
remember at what point, but because we're all like, we're all making
Look.
noises. But Rodrigo gets up and runs outside.
if I
and throws
see
up
somebody
on the planet.
throw up and I smell the throw up, I'm throwing up.
Same,
I, can,
dog.
I can see it like whatever, but if I smell it, it's like, oh my god,
Same.
ugh, I just
We
blow
were at the
out.
burger spot. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. The
so-
nachos. Was it the nachos place? It was in Houston, right?
It was like in that little area. I said, oh, honey,
I'm
dude.
with you though, bro.
I get grossed out by not by smell. I guess I wouldn't. I guess for everybody, like if you were throw up right here or shit in your pants or he shits in his pants,
You're good.
I wouldn't get grossed out.
Really?
But if we're sitting with people we don't know, I would I would have to throw up too.
No,
If they throw up, or we throw up.
No, they throw up. But if I don't know them,
Yeah, it was kind of like being with
I was
your
in a
kids,
car.
you know?
I was in a car one time, and they smelled, and I was like, I kept thinking, this dude has to have a dead body in here.
Right.
The Uber driver, it has to be a dead body. It just smelled like beyond shit and rotten, bro. It can't be. I kept thinking, it can't be him. It can't be him.
It's funny you say that because there was a dude that called us one time, and he said, "I don't know, my car smells like a dead body."
Yeah,
I had
like
a
that.
dead rat inside that was eating the fucking wires of his
Yeah.
car.
I bet that
That's what it
loser
was.
had that. I bet you he had a sandwich.
How could you not smell
He
it?
didn't
bro?
pack it, and it's and that motherfucking rat is dying back there.
My
Fucking
dad-
a piece of fish.
My dad put out rat pellets because we had a rat problem.
You don't
want to
do that, bro.
And they crawled in the wall. One of
Yeah,
them
it died.
in
It's
the
over.
bathroom wall, and it smelled like death for a year.
He said when
cut it out.
He said there was a bar either above them or under them when they were living in New York, and they had a rat problem. And that fool did with the pallets, you could hear the motherfucker screech through all the pipes.
Their last screeching before they died. The pain of
And then
dying.
the smell came.
Oh God,
After they
bro.
It was hot.
It's because they're decomposing, then they're rotting.
And then
dude.
how long does it take for the decomposing to finish?
Honestly, like he said, dude, if you live there, you'll probably smell it for 6 months to a year, depending on how thick
That's
your walls
when-
are.
so there's nothing
And if
left.
people just want you to like cut out the wall and get it out of there, and then
Dude.
I remember I had roaches, bro. Like somebody gave me. I'm pretty sure this food transfer is roaches to my house.
that's a good word, a transfer.
Because he gave me a bunch of cups and a
that
bunch
happens.
of
That's how
plates
it's
Yeah.
in boxes,
that he
bro.
has in boxes staying in his house.
It happens.
And then I'm pretty sure there was eggs in every loaf. All the boxes, there was some cheap ass boxes, bro. Like every
Cheap ass China
like
boxes.
some of these all the boxes when
They
you open
break.
them had a little hole in them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
that's
and that's
where
from
they
their
live.
eat.
And that's where they lay
Because
their
they
eggs.
they eat the gum of the tape. I don't know who we were talking
Damn,
about.
dude.
They had roaches or something. And
He
we're
didn't have
talking
the
about-
ones that he had the ones that we hate, but the little ones.
The little
German
ones, those are the German roaches. So now
Yeah.
the big ones, you have water bugs with wings, and the ones that don't have wings, those are Chinese roaches. And just with the shipping from China and over the last, 40 years, we've been
get
getting
them introduced.
It just,
Wow.
Bed bugs, the same thing when they.
What kind you guys have, bro?
I have no roaches, thank God, dude. No roaches, bro. I haven't had
You
roaches
name them,
since.
huh? That's Sam. That's Jerry.
I live in a complex. And
My little homie
necessarily-
Arlo.
We don't have roaches, dude. But one night I walked in.
They're there, bro.
I walked into the kitchen. I see them.
Just keep clean.
I
dude,
seen them, but
as
one
much as you
night I walked in the
possibly can.
kitchen and I turned the light on, dude.
Turn
And
that
sitting
off.
on the light is one of those big street ones, bro.
Fuck, dude.
Street
Like,
one, huh? He had a name. His
What's
name's
up, homie?
Larry.
What's up, homie?
That's dips.
They don't have so the big ones out on the street can go inside too.
We go through pipes, through motherfuckers.
Yeah.
They'll come up through your
Toilet.
your drain if you
Yeah.
don't have a proper drain cap.
Yeah, man. I was like, what? Because
They survive off water, so right there,
Bro,
that's their
I
food.
saw one of them doing pull-ups, bro.
But had veins on
he
his
had a
arms
tank
and shit,
top
huh?
on with his nipples poking through.
Remember that movie?
Little fitted, huh? Backwards.
That movie, Joe's Apartment?
Oh my God.
Oh, that was gross,
I've been
bro.
to houses like that, dog.
Fuck yeah, bro.
I'm good with that.
My house was like that, bro. After a while.
Joe's Apartment, that's a... Oh,
I remember people that had a bunch of roaches, bro, and they'll have the heater on all fucking day, bro. What the fuck? It's just mad breeding ground.
I remember when we stayed at this one hotel
Don't care, bro.
in the fucking up north, and I think in Modesto or Merced. And dude, there's fucking roaches coming out of the fucking hair dryer, bro. Like
Bayfront Inn and
Who
Corpus
Alfa
Christi.
Robles had roaches in his car.
Did you see the video where they
You be
everyone had-
driving and shit, and you think you're going 70, but it's the roach covering up to 0.
Have you seen the video where they kicked that dude out of the airport because he's got roaches crawling out of his bag?
Nah, I
No,
haven't seen
what?
that.
Yeah, they kicked this dude out of the airport.
the guy from fucking Men in
yeah,
Black?
Yeah, they're like.
Where do you from? Where do you live at Pico Union?
I don't know if this was even in LA. I think
this
it was
better?
in Texas. But she was like, I'm sorry,
health
sir. It was like
hazard,
a real like
He must be from Panorama City.
rep
bro.
from the airport, and he's all, "What you talking about, roaches? I got no roaches." And you could see him crawling on his pants and stuff.
An egg probably had.
It was one of
Fucking
those.
Beetlejuice, bro. What is this guy?
Yeah, it was like, dude, look it up, Ray.
Dude,
Did he ask for a cup of sugar?
Guy gets kicked out of
From
airport
Men in
for
Black.
having roaches.
Dude, a roach can survive a nuclear blast, dude.
Yeah, dude. It was so gross though, because he was trying to argue it.
Strong
And he was like, "What are you
exoskeleton.
talking about?" And she's like, "Look, right there, coming out of
I
your
ain't gonna
pant
lie,
legs."
dog. I might be talking about Alfred Robles' car, but roaches went inside my alarm clock back in the day, bro.
And you know why? You know
I was
why?
late to work, bro.
What, it burnt?
No, that fool covering up the numbers.
Oh, it didn't go off.
That
or
was
what?
a real thing?
That fool turned off, hit the snooze button.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
But they go there because it's nice and warm, dude. That's where they congregate. That's why you see them in microwaves and the little watch and the clock.
Yeah,
Same
see,
thing with
this
ovens.
is the video.
Oh my God, dude.
Bro, I had a
that was my
roach-
Uber driver right
We
there.
had a moth be in a television, bro.
Yeah, it got stuck in there when it was little and probably grew, fool.
That fool wanted a SAG card, bro. He was in every show. He was in the office with those little
You didn't see me today. I'm going to the dentist.
A showbiz, homie. Showbiz, man.
Sunglasses and shit, huh? A new grill.
Did you ever see that one video about this one guy sleeping inside in the subway?
Yeah, a rat.
And all the rats are like inside the blanket, and then there's the lady like, "Oh my God, there's rats in you." And then the guy moves, and all these rats just come out of the
Well, I
blanket.
saw this one thing that gross. It was a homeless person. I don't know if it was a male or female, but like all the bugs and all the rats would be on their butts, like smelling and shit.
Yeah. And that's all they do with the little noses because they're like dog noses, little wet noses. And they got great sense of smell, bro.
Bro,
Really?
Yeah.
dude, these things pass on disease.
Oh yeah, they're very. I don't know about roach shit, but I know pigeon shit. If you fuck with it, you don't got gloves on, you can get
But why?
paralyzed.
Okay, so like I get.
Dígame, bro.
What do roaches do? I get that
Just
they're
survive.
gross and you don't want them
and
in your
breed.
house, but do
And
they
shit.
affect you? Do they bring in any disease like a rat does, or if they bite you, does it cause some?
It's just unsanitary. It can fuck with your
or is
breathing
it
if you
just
have asthma
It's
and
just
shit.
a sign of a dirty.
Well, of course it's that, but I mean, it can do shit to you. Like
But
people get breathing
they're like this
irritations.
If someone would bring like a trailer right here full of roaches, they could eat us out.
I think,
don't think so.
eventually they'll pick at you. Like same thing with
A
bees
million
and grain of
roaches
salt.
versus one gorilla, bro.
I'm sure. If
we
I'm
like
sure if
fucking
you
2
like
billion
stayed
roaches.
still long enough, then they
Yeah,
could.
they'll start eating your shit.
Yeah, like
Ants
like
can
they'll
eat
eat
you.
a dead
Fire,
body.
fire ants can fuck you up, right? Fire ants can eat a whole
Because
body.
even if you leave, like, you see beans
Can
and
roaches
shit.
bite you?
But I mean, rodents do that too. They'll just peck at you.
Yes, cockroaches can bite humans, but
Yeah.
it's not a common occurrence. Cockroaches don't typically see humans as food source.
And our
And
skin's
biting
too thick,
usually
too.
only happens when the food is scarce.
Well, with babies and shit.
Do cockroaches eat dead bodies?
I don't think they do.
Yes, cockroaches
yeah,
are
I told
known
you.
to consume the dead bodies of other
Because
cockroaches.
bro,
no.
once it starts rotting, shit turns to scum. That's all they eat is scum, bro.
Their poop must be bad for you, right? And
Well,
then
yeah.
like the dead
And they-
bodies.
Well, all that
leave
stuff,
behind,
the little
dust.
the fine dust that they create from all that,
Can fire ants eat a whole body?
Can fire ants eat a whole body? This is off subject, Martin. No, fire ants cannot eat an entire human body.
All right, well, pigeons got back to
Not
the
in
third
one.
grade.
This ant's all sitting there.
Hey, fire ants, aren't fire ants like the craziest, dangerous
show you
ones?
in
Fire ants are wild.
Cowboy
yeah.
movies, dude. You know what I mean? But I think those.
What's up? We have shows coming up.
Yes, this Sunday, San
Dun, dun,
Jose
dun, dun.
Improv, May 25th.
Nice.
Come on out. Get your tickets. It's gonna be a fun ass show. Me and George Wang, and then
Wang.
next week I'll be in fucking Arizona, the new Improv, the Desert something. I forget what it's called.
A new improv where?
There's a new Improv in Phoenix. Something.
Flower.
Unless it's the only one. Unless it's the Phoenix stand up live. I'm not sure.
And also, don't forget June 26th with Martin Rizzo and myself.
Kansas
at the
City, baby.
Comedy Club of Kansas City. Yeah, man.
And they closed that restaurant we went to, the Airliner Veggie, the one in South San Francisco. The one
Sky?
we did comedy at.
Sky Vegan?
Yeah,
Did they really?
permanently closed.
When did you find that out?
I went to go look for it the last time I was there.
Because I talked to him like a few weeks ago, and he was like, "Yeah, let's do a comedy show."
Let's do the going away comedy.
I'm all,
show.
where's the restaurant? He's all, we're just gonna do it in my living room.
Bring all your
Desert
boys.
Ridge Improv. Yeah.
Any glasses?
You doing that with Leo?
Leo Gonzalez.
Leo!
Nice, bro. I love that dude.
Super cool.
Also,
guy.
shout out to David Lucas. I did his fishing podcast
Hell
today.
yeah.
You went fishing this morning?
This
What?
afternoon, bro.
Did you catch anything?
Nothing, bro.
Where'd you go?
Dude.
Got a cold.
Where'd you go fishing at?
Balboa Lake, bro. They have lifeguards there.
Hell yeah, dude.
I didn't know they had lifeguards.
Did you really catch a cold?
I didn't catch anything.
Oh.
I didn't even know how to fish, bro. I never cast.
Oh yeah, it's a kind of.
Did you learn how to do it?
I've always had a man do it.
Yeah.
This was the second time I actually.
Your dad did it because you were a kid, right?
No, bro, it was a Venice Beach day camp, and that's the last time I did it.
Oh, okay.
I used to fish with a can, aluminum
Yeah.
can full of string,
Yeah.
and a fucking screen to catch a hell of fish like that.
Yeah, I used to do the can when I didn't have my rod with me. I would like go by a lake.
The rod's good, right? With the can, you just gotta throw it like this and.
And then it'll take you, get a little weight on it, dude.
You
Tugging
what
it
you
and
could
shit.
do is what I used to do is like get the can and keep it whole, and then you could use it as a float, and then you tie the line around it, and then it sits and then the line underneath
Drops.
it, and it drops when the fish hits it. I would because like
tugs
I
on
loved
it.
fishing when I was a kid, so if there was like a lake, my sister was playing softball, I'd just like grab whatever I could. There's people leave tackle all the time.
Always. You ever went fishing?
No, but I always feel grossed out when I see people fishing at Santa Monica Pier.
What?
Because it's dirty, right?
Not any dirtier than it is anywhere
know.
else.
You think?
Well,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I would say if they were-
I wouldn't eat those fish, but those people are.
because I do see people there all the time fishing and they have like their little buckets with all the fishes,
Bro, I saw
bro.
those fishes, bro. I saw a fish one time, bro, wearing a Food's Gone Wild shirt. I threw that shit back in.
They look all sick, huh?
And little socks.
Because right here I said, "Can you eat the fish at Santa Monica Pier?" And it says yes and no. What?
But I
While
mean,
many
all
fish-
water's polluted.
You
to a
can't eat
point.
a lot of it
Yeah.
because you can get mercury poisoning.
While many fish caught at the Santa Monica Pier are safe to eat and are a good source of omega-3 fatties, what's it called? It is not recommended due to the it's contaminated.
How
Do you know what's good there, though? It's the mussels that are stuck on the Santa Monica Pier.
You swear your dad
My
used to
dad
get
would,
them, right?
would swim there, bro, like Tarzan.
Really?
And hold on, bro, like the way they're hitting him like this.
You always see fools with
He'll
with
cut them,
flippers
bro.
in there.
He'll cut them, bro, put them in a bag, and then go home and boil them.
I see
Eat
fools
the
with
fuck out of 'em.
even in the early 2000s, I see fools with a burlap sack just fucking feeling
Dude,
that
but
shit.
if you don't know what you're doing, you're
Get
gonna walk
fucked
out of
up.
there with fuck. It's like
because those
those mussels
barnacles.
are full of glass. It's like you're gonna get cut.
But it's also that like it's almost
Rough
like
shit.
coral or something. It's all
Yeah.
and it fucks up your skin, dude.
My dad
Cut
would
you up.
go. One time, my dad just got a conch shell from Santa Monica, and he opened up that shit just like that guy from fucking the French Connection just ate it right there, bro,
All fresh.
Oh, dude.
and threw it.
Because I saw some people making recipes
that's-
to eat the
What is that, abulon or what?
Bologna, bro.
They
Abalone really good. I heard. I've never had it.
I love
Mariscos are bomb,
abalone.
bro.
But
My-
people cook those sea fleas, the ones that
Oh, the sand fleas.
sand fleas.
Yeah, yeah,
Are
yeah.
those-
Fuck no, I would never. But people.
What?
the sand fleas, like they're like the way they cook it, they put butter. And it looks
You can
nasty,
eat
bro.
roaches, bro, to survive. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude.
Will you is the
If somebody
question.
wants to deport them, I'm okay with it, bro. If you're eating sand fleas, get the fuck out of here.
Dude. Because I don't think there's enough meat in that shit, right?
Bro,
There's
those
something,
sand
bro.
fleas are for the pelicans, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You're fucking
right.
giving it, you're taking away from food from people that would. Ugh.
And
Fucking
that's
up the
why-
ecosystem
That's why
of the
pelicans
ocean.
are eating fucking
I
pigeons
thought they were
now,
called
bro.
sand crabs. I used to collect them, bro. I used to put them in a little bowl. They were all white, huh?
Yeah, well, they're a creature, a
I
little
bought them home
organism.
as pets.
Me
and
too, bro.
The cat ate
Gross.
'em. That was so.
But after
mad.
a while,
die,
they can't
huh?
survive. Yeah,
they die
they're
anyway,
not in
bro.
salt water.
Yeah,
dude.
they're not made for.
People eat them?
Yeah,
Just
dude.
Do they
There's
crunch 'em up?
recipes.
But I trip out on people that eat that shit. It's like, is that where, like, you know,
Oh, have
fucking
you seen the
Quintana
one?
Roo style or
No,
what?
have you seen the one
So
where
look, they don't even look edible, bro.
No.
You see that shit?
Have you
dude?
seen the one
Pero,
where they?
think about it. It comes from the mollusk family, right? Or
Fucking look at the
Have you ever
bro.
seen the one where
Yeah.
they catch the worm in
Look.
the sand?
Look.
yeah. Look,
They eat these.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
yeah.
that's
But the way
crazy.
they do it, they put
But there's
butter,
longer ones.
butter
They're
and
longer
garlic.
I'm good,
butter
bro. I
and
don't give a
garlic.
fuck if they put
but
it.
dude,
That's
I
still,
mean,
dude.
just
Bro,
I don't
I'd rather
really
eat
know.
silver tuna than that, bro.
Yeah, I'd rather.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
good.
Give me some abalone.
Have you seen
man.
the one where they wave the fish over the sand and then a little worm, little head pops out, and then they get it with like a stick or a knife or something, and they pull it out and it's a worm like this long,
fool.
and it's got all the legs going down it, and then they fucking eat it,
Bro, I was watching I don't know if it's 1,000 Ways to Die or the Discovery Channel. That I watched this doctor, and she was giving victims, and there was like 3 kids that were swimming in the river, and one of them died, bro, and they didn't know what happened, but the one that survived, he had like some fucking worm fish from the river they laid eggs inside
his
his
head.
ear.
Yeah.
And was eating up the brains, just like the Wrath of Khan, bro. Star Trek.
I'm so afraid
That shit happened to somebody in Lake Paris, bro. A little parasite gets in there.
Fucking gross, huh?
Yeah, bro, you can't go in there, man.
That's why
You can't go inside still water.
So like when you pour water into your nose or something, it's supposed to be distilled. Like, you know when people do the visage or the neti pot? There's people who die from that because they do it with like water out of the faucet and you get a amoeba. A brain amoeba.
Yeah.
And it'll fucking kill you.
Died.
Yeah, it goes in there and starts chipping away at your fucking...
See, that's the shit that scares me because I'm definitely one of the guys that would go, last minute, I can't get rid of this stuffy nose. I'm going to grab the neti pot out of my girl's room. She's out on a date. She's out.
Whoa!
What's going on up there, bro?
She's out with her kids, and I fucking and then I get a brain amoeba. You know what I mean? Like, bro, that shit scares the fuck out of me.
It's happening with
think
people.
it's Alzheimer's,
Some
huh?
shit went inside you, bro.
Like hookworms.
Because people go.
A piece of a McDonald's wrapper.
You'll see dumb people go to like abandoned like mansions or houses, and they'll jump into a pool that hasn't been like cleaned in like months, and like that's how you get them. Right
That's how you get them, dude.
Yeah.
You go into lakes, go into ponds, dude.
Fuck that. Like warm water. Like fuck that shit.
I don't even like I think I was saying this in our podcast that after I found out that jellyfish were local, I stopped going into the ocean.
I got bit by jellyfish, bro.
I'll never go into the
Stingray
ocean.
fucked you up.
The stingray, yeah.
Wait,
I heard that shit's gnarly,
fucking
dude.
hurt, dude.
Fuck yeah, bro.
The mouse got one too, bro.
You know, going to the beach when you're a kid, you don't look for them. So I never saw them. And then the water's dark in Santa Cruz. So I didn't know there was jellyfish until I was an adult. We were walking by the Monterey coastline on
Jellyfish
the pier,
will fuck
and there's
you up.
hella. One day there was like, because they come in and like I don't want to say an infestation, but they come in like a school and then they leave.
They
it.
electrocute
glow
you,
in the dark.
basically,
They
right?
were everywhere, and I was like, I didn't know we had jellyfish, and my dumb ex-wife was looking at me like I was dumb, like, cause she doesn't know shit, and she was like, "Are you, she was like, are you fucking serious? You've never seen this before?" I'm like, "No," and I'm never going in the ocean again. And I've never been in the ocean since,
I'm
bro.
a marine biologist.
I don't want anything living in the water that I'm
Except
swimming in.
when we went to what's it called, Naples? Remember?
Oh, we did go into the water there,
was
but
warm as
that
fuck.
water's so salty that the only thing you have to worry about is sharks. You know what I mean?
Like, it was warm, bro.
And it was warm,
No, we
bro.
could walk to Cuba.
You know what's
there.
fucking crazy, bro? Is when we were in the water. So I haven't been in the
springs.
ocean until we did.
You
South
felt something
Padre.
pass by, huh?
Me and you both did, but then you were like, after we felt it, because I felt it, and then you felt, because we were standing next to each other. You go, this is the kind of day and weather and water that sharks like to come. I feel like sharks like to come to, right? And you were saying I may be like, basically you were saying like I may be just tripping, but I feel like sharks love this shit. 2 days later, bro, when we got home, they cleared that beach. It was on CNN. It was on the international news. Wow. There was a huge school of great whites that came in and fucked around and left.
They were wearing MAGA shirts.
That was ice.
I'm glad you're gone.
What's up, Food Podcast? Shout out to Bruce Springsteen. Donald Trump made a funny tweet today, bro. Him playing golf and hitting Bruce Springsteen in the back with the ball.
Really?
And him falling.
What's his problem with Bruce Springsteen?
It's because Bruce Springsteen did a thing when he was in Japan. He was talking shit about Donald Trump.
He ain't down with him, dude.
Just saying like, this isn't America. I remember.
I don't get.
Let's get all mad when you talk shit, huh?
Hey, dude. You're
I
the
know, like,
president, bro.
Collateral damage,
I don't
bro.
want to sound like Bill Burr right now, but who cares? Why would you care?
Would you care what Bruce Springsteen says?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Lower
I
the
wouldn't
prices,
give a
homie.
I would have been like, oh, he's still around?
Bro, if
Mr. Rock and Roll got to you, huh,
listen,
dog?
if Bruce Springsteen's talking bad about me right now, I'm Butch Escobar. Hell yeah. If I'm famous and rich one day and Bruce Springsteen's talking bad about me, I'm still, yeah.
That fool can't fire him, dude, because Bruce Springsteen's the boss. Hey, that's funny though, dog.
Yeah, this is some internet beef right here, bro.
Bro, why are you mad at him? Stop being mad at him, dude.
He hired somebody. He paid somebody to
Hey,
make
some
that
of the
video, bro.
comments, but the price. Did you toss an egg at him? What you do?
What?
One of the comments was that you do an egg. You're wasting eggs.
Dude, he had to 1099 somebody. Somebody had to get paid for that video, dude. Nuts.
Bro, that's
That was barren, fool.
weird that he's mad at that, dude. Like, you control the United States. You're the most powerful man in the world.
Do you ever look at the White House page? It's It's a meme page now, bro.
Bro, it's fucking crazy, dude. Right now, bro.
It's nuts.
Hey, did you hear about
And
how
it's
they're
sad
gonna...
because it's not even in Spanish no more, so you can know what they're saying.
All the languages he
Hey,
canceled,
do you want?
right?
Do you know? Did you hear about them trying to make a game show out of citizenship?
America is back.
Yeah. I
Where
heard
they were
about
like, hey, like,
That's like your joke, Felipe.
Yeah,
You're ahead
Who
of the
wants to be
curve,
a
bro.
I
citizen?
was, bro. Who's that lady right there? Oh, Melania.
That's Melania, dog.
They couldn't find color for her.
bro, this looks like a TV show.
Who's the
It's the Apprentice, though.
That's wild, dude.
Bro, they had a bunch of kids
Apprentice
ask
USA.
the what is that lady's name? What is her job?
The white chick. I
The spokesperson?
Yeah, they had a lot of little white kids.
Press
ask-
secretary.
They asked the press secretary a question for the president, and one of the kids asked, besides himself, which one is the president's favorite president?
They had to ask him that way.
Dude.
They had to ask him that
They
way.
asked her like that. Besides himself, which is the president's favorite president?
Wow.
And
They
that-
knew
that
they had to
lady-
ask that way.
Yeah.
And that lady laughed.
Right.
And then she said, "Oh, I'll probably be George Washington."
Out of all of them, dude, George Washington, bro.
The first one.
Because he's the first, I guess. Dude, what's weird to me, though, is like that we had to ask, that you knew to ask like that.
Like, what? I bet her mom, that little girl's mom, to the moment she woke up, don't forget to ask this question. Don't forget to ask this question.
Right.
What question are you gonna ask? Okay, I got it.
Besides himself. Don't forget to add that part.
That's so cringe, bro.
Hey, dog.
Besides yourself, bro, who's your favorite comedian?
Fucking.
I feel that, though.
Yeah,
I do
yeah,
feel
yeah.
that. Because anytime someone's like, name the top 10, whenever I'm in a comedy group and it's all, name the top 10 comedians you like, and I'm all Butch Escobar, Butch Escobar, Butch Escobar.
1 through 10, bro.
Like,
Me, I would say
Dylan.
Tom Berry, David Tell, Bill Burr. That fucking kid, bro, from the fucking Daily News, the black kid with the long hair.
Oh, Trevor Noah.
Josh Johnson?
The
Johnson?
good-looking kid, what's his name?
I don't want to go that far, but you want to go there, okay. He was there before us in Portland. He's funny,
Like a ponytail,
bro.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's funny. It's always weird, like when you see like somebody like with all the goods, all young.
You guys are my favorite comics.
All right, hey,
You guys are my
you'll
favorite
keep
comics.
working. What's up, Fool Podcast? You have shows?
Yeah, I'll be at the Riff Raff I'll be doing the Riff Raff next weekend at the Comedy Store
Oh, yeah.
on the 24th. And further dates, hit me up on Instagram.
Give us some material, bro.
Really?
Charge your
You're
line.
gonna do that to me?
Charge your line.
Can I put my charge in your line? Oh my God, bro! No, listen, don't summon that.
What's up, Fool Podcast?
What's up, fool? What's up, bro?
We're gonna give a shout out to somebody in Portland. Oh yeah, Ian. What up, bro?
Oh, shout out to Ian.
Security.
And Luis de Alba, bro.
Luis de Alba. You got the photo, Luis de Alba?
Send it to my DM.
What a legend, bro.
Bro,
That's
you
crazy.
got him a whiskey, he dropped it, bro.
Really? Was he already drunk?
He was just tired, bro.
How old is he, bro?
78. He's, because there's all, me dijeron que tú tienes 81 años. No, mi campeón, yo tengo 78,
Hey, you
por
can tell Luis Alba never went for a walk, huh?
Oh, he looks like let me see.
He was like,
ya
I
está
don't know.
mansito, güey.
So he was like really out of breath when he got done with the show. I went into the green room to see if you guys were in there.
What are
and
you, Ray?
They were like taking off his shirt. And he was all sweaty and looked like out of it, dude. So he must be pretty old that he barely could get through his
Hey,
set.
Rizzo, there was a man there dressed up like a Monopoly man.
Are you like
Waiting
on,
for the meet and greet.
on purpose?
Bro, he looked like Latino Colonel Sanders.
There you go.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, but he,
Who was that man?
I don't know, but it reminded me of the president in Mexico before the revolution, Venustiano Carranza, fool. He looked like the Planner's Peanut Man mixed with the Monopoly Man, dude.
Oh my god, look at him. Damn, dude, I got
My zipper's up, thank God.
that guy looks fucking ya acabado, homie.
He looks like when they pull the helmet off of Darth Vader.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. The first Darth Vader.
I don't want to be disrespectful,
Yeah, he
but since
does.
you started going in on how he looked, I was like,
Yo
talking
soy
about
tu
my tia, bro.
papá.
because that was actually my first thought because I opened the door and he's sitting on the couch.
Show a picture
And
of
she
Luis
takes
Alba
his
when
like
he was
shirt
young.
off, and his first thing I see when she takes his shirt off is he's sitting there and his head, and I was just like when they took off the helmet for Darth Vader.
And he just looked unhealthy.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy, dude.
He did an hour and plus.
El Piruris.
He
With
wore-
all
he
due
wore a
respect,
wig for
though.
that
All due
one.
respect.
Is that what they
He
call
was
it?
dressed like the
Piruris?
Pope. You have a younger version of him?
The wig kind of
Maybe like
out.
60s.
El Crispin. Crispin.
Wow, look at, he still looks.
Piruru.
He looks the same.
This guy,
Definitely the son of a millionaire, right?
is he? Let me see. He looks like he has like
El
some.
Piruris.
His
El
character
Piruris,
was
yeah.
called, he had a character called El Naco too, right?
Yeah, he has like endless characters, probably like, because
El Naco was the guy that was like dressed good, but he was an idiot, huh?
yeah, because El Piruris was just son of the millionaire, you know. So he having the time of his life, dude. Fucking life of
And
Riley.
then fucking El
Fucking around and
Crispin
shit.
was a mouse.
Yeah, and somebody came. A couple people came with the little mouse ears.
Oh.
Somebody had a shirt, bro, that he signed.
Piruris, he created the character in the 1970s. A rich young man with a haircut similar to the Beatles, and I guess he had exaggerated
wig now.
stereotype. What's it called, the voice? Niño Fresa.
That one right there with the fucking hat, that's a character too in the movie. I forgot her name was though.
Man, so like they're showing all these actors
And that's,
within like the same like remember that guy used to come on like all those perverted movies? Remember
Yeah.
like fucking.
Oh,
They
dude,
would-
he's funny, bro.
He passed away.
That's that fool
recently.
that does the thing about like he's fighting somebody and then he gives you the fucking.
Alfonso Sayas. Alfonso Sayas was like
Oh,
fucking
he's funny, bro.
every perverted
Trying to put
movie.
him up.
Alfonso Sayas, every fucking movie, he was sexually harassing hot chicks like at the fucking bus.
He's short, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
He's a legend, bro.
Yeah, legend, bro.
He was in a show called La Criada Bien Criada.
Yeah.
Alfonso.
He's
This-
funny,
Sayas.
bro.
Every
that guy.
Hilarious, bro.
We do-
Beyond.
Los Verduleros. That was the movie.
Yeah,
Where like they were fucking bitches.
Fool.
Dude. There's a
Okay.
There's a movie where he went to jail dressed as a woman, and everybody thought he was a woman, right? And then like all the girls found out he was a guy, and like all these girls were
They're
getting
raping him, basically.
Yeah, they're raping him. All the girls were like, and then after that, all these girls are getting pregnant in jail, and everyone's like, the cops are like, what is going on? You know? I forgot the name of that movie, but fuck, dude, yeah, all the girls are like taking advantage of him. God, Los Verduleros.
He just
bro.
died.
He died like not too long ago.
Also,
yeah.
shout out to George Wendt. He passed away too. That's Norm.
Oh,
Norm,
from
dude.
Cheers.
Norm from Cheers.
Yeah, that was sad. I heard about that.
Yeah, man. There's also everybody sharing the episode. I think when the last episode of George Wendt on Cheers. You know who's he related to?
Who?
That guy from SNL that's on that show, Wrexham. He's on that show. He's in that movie. Kanekis, what's his name?
Brian Sudeikis or
Yeah, that's him.
the guy from that's on that show
Ted,
that's Ted Lando.
Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his
Yeah.
uncle.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, his
Really?
his
uncle?
mother
I didn't know
married
that.
to his mother
That's
is his,
cool,
is
bro.
his sister.
Yeah, I don't know that shit. That's badass.
You know, George Wendt, bro, like after Cheers, it was like, oh, you want to see a good ass movie with George Wendt? He's in that movie with Chevy Chase, bro. He's a heroin dealer in Fletch. In Fletch.
Flex,
He still
bro.
looked good. Like he still looked
You
like.
That's right. He is in Fletch.
He's
Totally
he's
forgot
that
about
guy
that.
that he's the guy that sells heroin out of the
He gets
burger
killed.
stand. He goes, I don't get it. He goes, he sits down, he has no heroin. You leave, you come back, he sits down, he has the shit. Where does he get the shit? He's always sitting there. He never leaves.
Good movie, dude. It was a good
Bro,
movie.
but my favorite scene in that movie is when the cops already give him like his rights and they fucking told him this and this and that. And then that fool says a picture of, there's a picture of Tommy Lasorda and that cop. He goes, that Tommy Lasorda? I fucking hate Tommy Lasorda. And he punches
Mets
the
fan,
dog.
huh? That's funny, dude.
And also when he charges all that food, bro,
Right there?
he charges all that food to the old man. Bro, everything he orders is delicious. Like, He orders fucking lobster. That's the first time I ever heard of lobster sandwiches, dog.
Damn.
I didn't even know that was a thing to that movie.
Like the lobster rolls?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He ordered lobster rolls,
Those are so
Caesar
good.
salad,
Good as fuck,
fucking
bro.
4
bro.
Cokes,
You know that Caesar salad
and,
probably made right there.
4
dude.
Cokes and a champagne, bro, and an orange juice.
Champagne
How can
cocktail.
you gotta be happy with that, bro?
Right. Yeah,
little
no,
joint,
you
a
have
little
to be
joint
happy.
to go afterwards.
I love
And
lobster
before
rolls.
too, bro.
Bro, when they butter it up, the fucking
Oh,
bread.
man.
Get out of here, bro.
There's a place in Sausalito right outside of San Francisco
Sausalito.
called Fish. Shout out, but they're the guys that the owner's a dick. But the food, bomb, bro.
Where?
The lobster rolls there are bomb. It's in Sausalito.
Never had a lobster roll, you?
In Boston, we had them.
They're good?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are
they gotta make
amazing,
vegan ones,
dude.
bro. They're so
Like the butter too. Like I think the
Probably
butter
vegan
had like
butter's gonna be in
the
the garlic
butter
when
had
you
like
mash it up.
lobster flavor mixed into it or something, bro. It was amazing. It was amazing.
You know, a place is good when like the what's it called when they bring out the rolls and the dinner rolls are fucking good as fuck. Dude. When they're
Fuck
buttery,
yeah,
like,
bro.
David Lucas told me when we were fishing that, and also Captain Brian told me that a lot of people, like you see those trucks that sell lobster rolls, he said that fish is carp. Because carp
Could
tastes
taste
like lobster.
so it's like imitation.
Carp is a big fucking thick ass fat fish
Yeah.
that with
You
less,
can make it
less
taste
bones,
like anything.
and it tastes like lobster.
Like
Make it like a
Tilapia is the same
lobster
thing.
tail and shit.
So
and
like
butter it up.
tilapia, bro.
But
Yeah.
tilapia, you can make it taste
Look,
like
there it
anything.
is. Carp.
Yeah, carp.
Look for
It's a mean ass car.
what is the tilapia of Florida? Oh fuck.
Oh, dude.
They always serve it as Captain Brian. They don't have tilapia, but they have this one.
Sea bass.
No.
Nah, man.
Striper?
No, man. Grouper fish.
Grouper.
Grouper.
Look for
yeah.
grouper.
Oh yeah, they have the grouper
Yeah.
there. I should have got the grouper.
But the grouper comes out all huge like that too. Look.
Yeah.
Hey, fucking
You
groupers are
can get
badass,
mad
bro.
fish out of
They
that fool.
serve the shit out of that shit at Captain Brian.
Coelacanth over
Grouper
there.
but
can
that
feed
shit
a
is-
whole village,
It
dude.
looks good.
I had it,
dog.
dude. It's bomb, bro.
All groupies. I want a group.
But the thing is with the seafood, Felipe, you butter that shit up and garlic it up, you make it taste really good.
Yeah, bro.
You can
know,
have like
man.
a tilapia, fake tilapia lobster
So
roll,
my
bro.
dad used to open those motherfuckers up, bro, and take the scales out.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And put like three squares of butter, onions, jalapenos,
That's exactly
some
what we
shit,
did, yeah.
wrap it all up, bro, and throw that shit in the charcoal,
In-
bro.
in Timbo, right?
The apple,
Yeah.
what's it called?
Lisas.
Yeah,
When I was a kid, I used to go. I mean,
Al mojo de ajo.
I've been
Mojo de
fishing
ajo,
since
yeah.
I was.
Oh my
Mojara
God.
Mojara frita?
No, it's
Oh.
because it's like that. It's steamed. You put it together and then it cooks in there. It crusts up a little bit.
I've been fishing ever since I was a little
Unbelievable, bro.
kid, and that's the only way I would make it. Is like lemon pepper, lemon butter, lemon pepper salt. Right? Was that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like
Garlic
2
salt.
pats of butter, fold it into the fucking tinfoil, put it in the oven, right, and then come out, bro. And just, dude, on trout, that shit just peels
Hey,
off.
man.
You
You
can
have,
do that right after fishing that shit.
you have somebody
that.
make you a bad fish that the other side is brown and one is white.
Oh yeah, fucking horrible
Yeah,
shit,
bro.
People that don't know how to cook, dog.
I hate undercooked salmon. It's so gross, dude.
That's one thing about that Asian supermarket, that ranch supermarket. You can go there, you
no,
buy a
ranch.
mojarra, they'll fry it for you right
Right.
there.
By the way, all fish have parasites. So like,
those
you gotta-
Ralph's-
It's up to you to
really good,
keep it.
right?
The Ralph's Market still fry fish?
I don't know. They used to. And
they
so does-
do. I
Not all of them though.
okay, because the ones there's one in East San Jose that does.
Just that, like some of them don't have fried chicken anymore.
Or not a
one
Ralph. Well, I'm not kidding. It's a Ralph. It's a Safeway.
Yeah, the one over there, bro. You will get the fish, the fish man. He will, hey, man, can you fry this up? He'll fry it up.
That's so cool. And charge?
No charge.
Shut up.
Because in Portugal they do it that
Try
way.
it next time you go to Ralph's, bro, and let me know.
Yeah, I think you can still have
Throw a
it done.
baby in there, eh?
Can you make
Baby
imitation
leg.
crab taste like lobster? Like if you
I don't think you can with.
Buy
I
real crab,
I don't
bro.
think you
You make it
can.
money.
you know, because the Haiba pack, you know, because I didn't know Haiba was
Like, well, that's the
imitation
thing
crab.
is imitation crab
know
doesn't
what,
even
bro?
taste like crab. It just tastes good.
Imitation crab is only great if you're gonna make it like
ceviche?
mayonnaise sandwich.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, man,
Ah, bro.
well, if you look at all the tostadas mixas, they have the fake crab in there because they can mix it up with the mayonnaise.
used
But you know what, dude? If you make a real ceviche and have
Haiba?
fake jaiba with that with mayonnaise and put it on top, oh,
Good, dude.
Yeah, El
Oh.
Diablo does that right there. Right,
I used
just the
to
OG
get,
juvenile hall.
I used to get a bit like when I worked at Safeway. I would
mando,
get like,
mando.
Yeah,
I would get a
forget
quarter
about
pound
it, bro.
of lemon.
grossed out,
I
but
would,
it was good.
Yeah, it's just a different texture if you're not used to it, bro.
I would get a like a quarter pound of imitation crab. Same thing, lemon, pepper, salt, lemon over it, dude, and then eat that for lunch. so fucking. It was good.
Because
bro.
like
I
your
love
dad's
that.
from like Nayarit.
Yeah.
That stuff's more like BC, you know, Rosarito type shit.
I
You
know, man.
Tijuana.
I wasn't like into like imitation crab with mayonnaise. So later on, I got used to it, bro. But when you put it over the ceviche, that place that Mando took me,
Yeah.
it was good.
Yeah.
But that food was like, he had like a kind of white stuff in his mouth. Like,
You know how it is, fool. They're tired. They've been working, no se dan cuenta.
Yeah,
And before you
sushi.
know it,
Have you ever had sushi?
they get all
Yeah.
crusty.
I love
bro.
sushi. But this is what I was
Ni
saying
hao.
earlier.
The
Is that
parasite.
you have to freeze it first.
Yeah.
People don't know that. When it gets to the sushi guy,
This guy is fucking sushi man over here,
it's
dog.
frozen. No, because if you
They
eat,
buy it all huge
yeah,
like
because
that.
if you eat fresh
You talking
fish
about-
out of the
you talking
ocean,
about
it has
fish too?
parasites.
Yeah.
sushi out of the sushi man at La Vallarta or
Yeah.
sushi you buy?
No, I'll buy it at the La Vallarta,
But he said
bro.
it's
It's
supposed to
good
be
there.
frozen. But you know what? I've been on fishing trips where we've got a piece of fucking bluefin tuna and they just slice
I've
it up
seen
and eat
that.
it. And it's I've eaten
Is
them.
it good?
I'm like, I'm good,
Fucking
dog. I'm
great,
good.
dog.
That would be fresh.
Bomb. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
but
saying.
okay, here's what I was told by a medical.
Aquaman.
A medical.
Hey, fool, Aquaman Mariscos, bro. That'd be a
Yeah.
good
Good
spot,
one.
bro.
That if
Curry.
you and I could be wrong. But if you that raw fish, all raw fish has parasites. You got to think it's been swimming in the ocean, dude.
Swallowing all the
it's
water.
Just it's eating shit. It's eating whatever it can.
But the thing is, you got to cut around the white shit and you get the pure red fucking thing you see with the sun. You don't see the
You ever-
thing.
you ever,
Slam it,
um,
homie. Some wasabi
You were
and some
eating
fucking soy
like
sauce.
meat, like
All raw
right
fish
after they
have
cut it,
parasites.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
and they just killed a cow like the next day, and you're eating it today.
Yeah, I told you, like, fucking my mom would
cook
do
it.
that with, like, with our chickens, dude. She'll make mole that same day, and it was the best mole I ever had. And I told Felipe, oh, hell no, I never eat that shit.
But beef though,
Beef?
So-
yeah.
it's good.
Yeah,
It's tender, more tender than the butcher.
Yeah, bro.
I
It's,
never had that. You had
and
that?
even with pork, too, bro.
So this is what it says. Not all raw fish have parasites, but most do. Raw fish
yeah, a
can
lot
be
of it does.
a source of parasites, but the risk is often manageable through proper preparation, such as freezing and cooking it. So
Yeah.
freezing, that's what they do. Is they
kills
freeze
the-
it.
But that's why every time you go to eat sushi, they have those disclaimers because you're eating raw fish or anything, seafood, you know.
Fuck yeah.
If you get sick here, bro,
Well,
we
what's
just
his
told
name?
you.
I'm based-
What's the guy from Entourage? The
Jeremy Piven, he had mercury poisoning.
Yeah,
But he's eating
Yeah.
he's
Hey,
eating
that fool-
sushi every day of the
probably-
week.
He probably put a thermometer somewhere, bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
See, I'm
But
I'm not gonna lie. When I'm rich, I would eat sushi.
But
every day.
he's eating sashimi. He's probably not even fucking with rice,
Yeah.
and you know.
I love eat. Like whenever I get a good payday and I got some money, like I got a little bit more money in my pocket than expected. Sushi.
See,
Matt Mike
sushi.
sushi, bro.
I'm a basic bitch.
I write parasites with dollar signs. Para-chi-chi signs.
So people talk shit about me because I don't eat actual
They do,
sushi.
bro.
I get the Cali rolls.
Bro, I'm reading the
I
comments
get,
right now.
I get
they are.
Cali rolls, bro. I get the dragon rolls because it's not real sushi. It's just
Oh,
fucking-
you don't like raw fish?
No,
then?
no,
You
no.
like wrap salad, huh?
But you're a foodie.
But I like the
Like
dragon
sushi's
rolls.
like the,
Artificial foodie,
like
bro.
sushi's the foundation.
I
for
like-
every
Yeah,
foodie
yeah.
You go to
life,
Subway
yeah.
sandwich for a peanut butter and jelly
Graduation school for
sandwich.
food.
We would go
I love
throw
it.
down with sushi, bro.
I love a Texas crunch
I
roll,
love
bro,
sushi,
with the
dog.
fucking
What do you
the
think?
pan-
You know what
the
you guys have
pan-
here that we don't have back home, or at least a lot of,
Panko.
is you guys
Butch
have all you
Escobar.
can eat sushi
I love it, dude,
restaurants.
yeah.
And they're good.
Fuck
Like they're
yeah.
actual quality sushi.
Yeah.
I was gonna tell you, how was that fucking sushi in Okinawa, bro?
Bomb, bro.
The best?
Dude, Japan, it's just
Another
cheaper.
level?
It tastes kind of the same. Like I
The
ate
rice
one
prep
night
or
at a
what?
I ate one night at like a nice 4-star restaurant. That was fucking unbelievable experience.
Really?
But it was more the experience.
How's the rice, the sticky rice, with the real good compared to
Fucking
over here?
bomb.
Because that's
bro.
what say that's the needed element or the essential element.
Oh
of
my
sushi.
God.
I'll tell you
Rice,
what's the
right?
difference
So
here, bro.
that sushi place over there, Silver Lake TG Express.
Oh my
So they only have
That
one-
shit not sushi rice, bro.
No, bro. And you know what?
They get because I ordered one time I ordered a beef bowl, and then I ordered 2 rolls. And I said,
Fool.
wait a minute, man. These rolls are not sticky rice. It's just regular rice.
Came out of the fucking little
Hey,
steamers. Those,
they got regular rice, bro. They put that fool put a bit of water in his hand
Yeah.
and start making it with.
yeah, it's the rice you can make in your house with that steam.
Well, you know
Yeah,
that rice
he
is-
had
it's
water.
Calrose.
with the rice cooker rice.
He had water with vinegar on the side, and
Yeah.
he'll get a ball and then dip it in
Forming
there,
it, dude.
and then start forming it, bro.
I can show you how to make that.
Ghetto,
it's pretty
bro.
easy.
Next time.
Yeah, I'll show you how to make that.
Cooking
But
show.
here's the thing. The thing that I liked most about Japan was, and they have one restaurant here in LA now that's like this, or it's a
hookers.
chain, but you could, so you go, they have a thing that goes by, like a little
the revolving
revolving thing.
belt.
But
Carousel.
whatever you want that's not there, you can look up on an iPad. right, on a tablet above you, and you punch in what you want, and it brings it out on a conveyor belt.
Dude, you gotta go to Kura Sushi.
That's where I go. That's what I was saying.
I love Kura Sushi.
So that's the only place in America that I know of in America, or at least on the West Coast. But in Japan, that's the norm. That's where you go eat for lunch. It's like sushi's more of a lunch thing than it is a dinner thing. Like,
oh, okay.
You know, but
I'll eat that shit over there, man.
Bro, the sushi in Japan.
It's like
I'll tell
tacos
you,
in Mexico, bro.
But how are the California rolls in Japan, bro?
They have Okinawa rolls.
They look. When you ask for a California roll, they go, "Get the fuck out of my restaurant."
Beat the shit out of you.
That guy didn't go to study sushi school.
Yeah. I have to make a California roll.
Yeah, I want a dragon roll, man. What the fuck is this shit, dude? I want
a firecracker roll.
Joanna says that Rizzo don't like sushi because he don't like coochie. Payback, Rizzo.
who's
What's coochie, dog?
Then Francisco de Jesus said, "Cooking with Butch, YouTube show. I'm good. I'm good."
Who said I'm good?
He said, "I'm good."
Step 1, don't wash your hands. That's where the flavor is at.
Oh my God, I'm about to collapse.
Jimmy said,
Let's not start spreading that rumor.
Jimmy C said, "Hawaiian fish is divine."
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Black Cat said, "Rizzo freezes his fillet of fish before he eats it."
The comments are wild, bro.
All he needs to do is go to Taco Bell for the colon cleanser.
People always talk shit. Oh, dude.
Rizzo asked for salmon, well done.
You know where we went last week to go eat, bro? Fucking Numero Uno Pizza up the street. Have you had Numero Uno?
Rizzo got sick at Nobu.
Uno's good.
Bro, the fucking oh my gosh, I haven't had it in years.
It's been around for years.
Dude,
I know it was that much of a LA staple.
I showed him a video about like back in the 80s. There's at least like 200 like in the air.
Dude, we used to fuck it up left and right.
We had it in Bay when I was young.
Jack of trades, master of none. Butch. Francisco de Jesus.
These people.
Just before he said
See,
that.
you do comedy, you do podcasts.
But then the guy who wrote this, he wrote it before he said YouTube food channel.
Yeah.
He changed his mind like 3 seconds later.
He's like, you know what? I don't like Butch no more. Fuck him.
Let him die.
I gotta go pee-pee.
Here it is. Junior Jimenez says, "What the fuck? Butch hates undercooked fish. Probably hates eating pucha too."
I don't know what neither. No, I just said I like sushi.
Somebody said eating
Francisco said that Rodrigo walked past the fish market and said, "Good morning, ladies."
Why?
What the?
Why is that always the
That's
comparison?
one of my disciples,
Why
bro.
is that always the comparison?
Somebody said, "Where's the ranch water, homie?"
Fuck yeah, dude.
Funny,
Felipe,
I just had some the other day.
this fool said Felipe's dad ate fish like a cartoon and just left the bones. That was my dad, bro.
but that's all Calimán style.
Superman de los mariscos, bro.
Dude, the only people that I knew that used to fuck with mariscos before they got popular in coteles would go to the beach and get all those mussels.
You know that cup right there? My dad will fill that shit up with oysters and lemon and tapatio and drink it, bro.
And just take it. Well, the other thing is about.
And then assault my mom sexually.
Well, you know what an oyster is, right? It's a classic aphrodisiac.
Yeah, it makes you horny as fuck, dude.
It doesn't even make you. It keeps a longer erection.
Somebody should have told me to not chew it, bro. Because the first time I chewed it, I felt
No, you let it go.
I got grossed out, bro.
Yeah,
I always let him fly.
You know what? My buddy did. I felt bad to this day. Sorry, Nate. His girlfriend.
Let it go, Nate.
They were making oysters. They were cooking
gotta go
them,
pee-pee.
and they were doing oyster shooters. And his girlfriend was trying to show me. She's like from China or something. She was like,
Ni hao.
so she was like had rough English, but she was like, you put a little vodka in there, and then Tabasco.
Vodka shooters.
And then she goes, and she made this movement, and I think she meant to say slam it. So I sucked it in, and the vapors from the Tabasco and the alcohol hit the back, and
It opens you up like wasabi, bro.
sucked in the whole chunk of oyster right back into her face, bro. Went right back.
I thought she like sucked it down too, and I was like,
and my
"That's the best oyster I ever had."
my buddy goes, "What the fuck, Butch?" And he gets all pissed, and as soon as he goes, "Go wash off, baby. I'm so
Do you
sorry."
like when they add cheese to a fish plate, like fish fillet or that wrapped bacon fish shrimp?
I don't mind. I don't mind.
Yeah.
And even with like oysters Rockefeller.
But it has to be like the Mexican oysters, like those fucking those camarones Camarones de Diabla.
Yeah. Oh, a la Diabla?
Do you like
dude.
filet o fishes?
Yeah, dude, I think they're bomb, dude.
Oh,
They,
you
do they
too.
taste, they taste fishy, right?
Fucking good. No,
Yeah.
we don't.
They don't.
No, that's the least fishy tasting piece of fish.
So,
ever.
okay,
The
let me-
whaler from Burger King tastes like fish.
Yeah.
Okay, can I
But
ask
I think
you
that's
this?
added flavor,
Did
dude.
Gordon's fish sticks taste like fish to
Fuck
you?
yeah, they're
Yeah,
gross.
yeah.
Okay, so they weren't. So it's not.
They get a little
see-
stinky when you start smelling them when you put them in
I
the toaster
thought that-
You can see the silver on those, bro.
oven. Yeah, the silver
Yeah,
from
those things
the
are so
scales.
gross.
Like,
I'm
'cause they're
gonna
like-
go get a fish fillet
they're
after this
factory
because I've
farmed.
always thought fish fillets tasted like.
Get a
like
double
them.
fish fillet.
But I never had one, so
They look
I,
good,
I
bro.
just always assumed that they tasted like a big
Junk food, I
fish
like it.
stick.
Big fish stick.
Yeah, don't they look
It
like?
does look like a big fish.
But it's pretty. It looks. It
But
does
but
look
I think I put some
delicious.
tartar
I think
sauce
it's
on
bomb.
it to make it
Less fishy.
I think
But
so.
these guys said it's not fishy.
No, it's not. No, fish
I
fillet.
like
Not
the
fish. It's
fish
fucking
fillet.
delicious. The bread is sweet too.
Yeah, that little
Chat.
sugar bun, dude. It's like baby skin on the top. All
Chat,
smooth like a
chat. What do
biscuit.
you guys think? You think
It's
fish
weird how
fillets are
that,
fishy or not?
how that cheese, like.
It
You know
stays
what?
on. It doesn't even melt.
The cheese just lays on top like this and
Like-
it says, I'm not gonna melt, I'm just chill.
Like a little blanket, huh, fool?
What the
Yeah,
cheese?
the
American cheese?
It's perfect. It's all
American cheese
on
don't
each
give a
corner,
fuck.
fool, all like
Big
this.
Mac, that shit's on Big Mac is fucking
melted.
melted.
It does,
Quarter
right?
pounder
It gets
melted.
wet, bro.
Cheeseburger melted. On fish fillet, it just stays there like this,
It's just a
chilling, bro.
blanket.
Do you think that the fillet is not hot
Singing.
enough for it to melt, or is it
Yeah.
a different type of cheese?
Yeah, no, it's
I
not.
I
Hot
think it's a
enough.
different type of cheese,
I went
bro.
to
I
McDonald's.
think
We
it's a
use the same
texture.
Let's
cheese.
find out.
It's a texture, bro.
I use this. I worked at McDonald's. We use the same cheese.
Oh, you're
Even for the cheeseburgers?
you went to McDonald's University?
So the cheeseburgers, all McDonald's has all. It's American cheese. It's a big like sleeve like that.
Mayor McCheeseburger Christian's this guy.
What?
It's a Mayor McCheeseburger Christian.
I wish, bro. I fucking wish. That would be.
little christening for you?
That would be my dream.
You're a little fry gal.
Oh my god, bro.
Baptize this fool, dog.
You know how much
McDonald's?
I love McDonald's, bro.
Big,
Oh, dude, McDonald's is bomb, bro.
Bro, I told-
don't cut on McDonald's.
Yeah. McDonald's is
this,
good.
this was my go-to order when I used to fuck with a drive-thru, bro, all high. What you want, sir? I want a Big Mac filet fish, quarter pounder. I want a Big Mac filet fish, quarter pounder cheeseburger, icy Coke milkshake, sundaes, and apple fries to go, please.
My man.
With a Diet Coke and extra mustard sauce.
My man knows what's up.
That was my shit, bro. 20 piece,
The champion
With
meal right
four-
there.
That Olympics. Bro.
20 piece with 4 mustards and fucking
Yes.
2 baby cheeseburgers.
Baby
And
cheeseburger.
the fudge, bro, the fudge.
They had the baby
Caramel
cheeseburger.
fudge with nuts.
The caramel.
the-
Caramel.
the
That was
Sunday,
the
the-
That was
Sunday.
before the McFlurry. It was a Sunday.
I like
Yeah.
the Sunday,
That's
bro.
my shit,
And they're
bro.
good, bro.
They don't make it no more. How the
I know that little Sunday. They had the McFlurries now. and
Remember
shit.
how they
They're
give you a little
good, they're
package
good.
with the peanuts? and
Never
they-
get a whole package.
Well, supposedly they're going back to milk with the little
Really?
thing. Yeah, that's what RFK Jr. said. They better go back and get real milk in those shakes. Like, I know it looks like I'm doing push-ups when I'm talking to you guys, but that's the reason I got a voice.
RFJ, whatever his name is, he acts like he acts like fucking Fruit Loops and sugar corn pops and Frosted Flakes fucked up his life more than heroin, bro.
Yeah, and
Right.
also the murder of my uncle and my father.
Does he have a worm inside his
Well,
head?
the whole where's
No, supposedly got vaccinated and it fucked up his throat and his voice.
Yeah, that's what happened to his voice. But he admitted, or he told
I
it.
think
in
he was somewhere
That he had a
yelling.
word break.
Yeah, I need more, motherfucker. Come down here right now. Give me
I think he was at
another
a fucking football game yelling too much, bro.
Like,
Just
man.
like-
There's a
Go
comic.
Harvard.
There's a comic that I saw that he's like.
Which one is this
It
one?
sounds like he just didn't get under. He just needs to be like. He just.
He sounds like the, hey, come on, get this fucking cupboard off me. This fella, he does help me buy
I
something.
remember this comedian, bro, that would open up and say, going, "Oh, I'm sorry, I got this Chrysler stuck in my throat."
That's fucking funny, bro.
Bro, that guy though.
That's
is-
hilarious.
The whole dude, it's just.
It makes you like we're like
Hey, how's it going?
that fool in charge of the house with that voice.
You're telling me, Felipe.
You see that? Have you
That's
seen
like having this guy in charge of making him the president of the fucking NBA, bro.
Hey, how's it going?
Rizzo Stern, bro.
You like this dick?
Bro,
He's dressed like little mini Steve Jobs, huh?
Bro, have you seen the meme where it's
Oh my God,
all?
oh my God.
Oh no, it's like an Onion article. You know the Onion thing.
Yeah.
It's all RFK walks into a Sour Patch Kids factory and demands to know where they keep the autism.
It's in one of these little gummy guys.
Bro, they were asking that fool about his qualifications, and they brought him up at They told him Maria Shriver started the organization. Your aunt. Oh, she never liked me.
Yeah, I wonder why.
You know when he went over when they're gonna make him a part of his team? You know, his family members, like it was like 12 of them were saying like,
fuck no.
Yeah, they were like not with it. Yeah,
Really?
yeah, his own
like,
family.
Bro, I read like
It's crazy, bro.
I read a tweet or maybe it was an article that interviewed his like niece, and she's like, I remember one weekend we went fishing and he fucking caught a half-dead shark, tied it to the roof. And because he tied the fucking like ropes he was so dumb that he tied through the car windows that they had to keep the car windows down. And every once in a while, like shark would come down and slap her in the face. And that he's just trucking this like huge shark across like the country.
Did you hear the other story? That this fool found a dead bear on the side of the road and strapped it to his car and like
To make a carpet out of it?
I remember being
I think they slept in it, bro.
Bro, I remember that.
So you know what I mean? This is the level of like, I mean, that is crazy.
And
bro.
then,
I don't know if you
he
remember
put it up
adventurous,
there
bro.
so people think he owed it.
No, he took it back and I think he got it like.
So this was a
into
story,
carpet.
right? So this was a story. I
Got it
remember
stuffed.
being in like college when this happened.
You were with him?
No, because there was an article about a bear being
went to
found in
college?
Central Park, and people were like,
Yeah, that's the whole story.
people were like, where the fuck would a bear come from?
Somebody
Central
dug
Park?
up the story a couple months back.
Yeah,
like back in,
and
like,
that was
December,
him, bro. And
November.
then he later on admitted that he dragged the
That
fucking
was
bear.
me. He died because he heard my voice.
Bro, he looked like the dad from Twin Peaks. Look
Yeah.
the father
Hey,
of
fool.
Twin Peaks.
He looks like he chews that hard ass gum, huh, fool?
He chews that licorice gum, bro. You can tell that
Something,
fool.
bro.
His throat got like that for little yes. Look.
He does look like him, dude.
But dude, he's all muscular and all on testosterone and shit, dude.
If he didn't look so like fucked up from whatever happened to him, that's what he would look
I
like.
wake up every day and do 500 push-ups just to start.
Is that what
See the
he's doing
latest
there?
one where he was in that like direct sewage. He took a bunch of pictures being like, look how healthy it is to like bathe in the creeks of New York or something, and it was a
Thought you cleaned up the Hudson.
and it was a direct. It wasn't a creek. It was a sewage like
What?
drainage place. It was it was where the sewage comes out
Where's
and
Captain
drains
Planet
into
at
the,
home?
You can get rid of the fungus on your toes with this water.
and like they've
Actually, he
already.
was taking a shower with the same bathwater as Gummo, bro.
That's my little brother, Gummer Kennedy Jr.
Have you seen that one?
He was a love child. Discovered after the murder of Sir
Have you seen that one guy on TikTok who drank the water at Water Village, like right there, like in the LA River?
Winnie Barcena.
Oh, that guy!
Yeah,
that guy on Instagram.
That's
He's like,
parasite
I
too.
love drinking out of the LA River. He's all, this is me drinking out of the LA
he's
River.
like, I love nature. Like, oh, this
Yeah,
is
bro. And he's got a whole channel dedicated
And
to
all the
doing gnarly
comments are
shit
like,
in LA.
bro, you got worms in your head now.
Yeah, bro.
There's a
That
dead
dude's
turtle in that
fucked
water,
up,
bro.
But that guy's gonna be our next fucking like czar of health or whatever the fuck.
It's gonna help out clear out the Palisades immediately.
Where's hey, what happened to the chola that used to always call in? What's your name? Fucking.
Tanya?
Oh,
She got swept up, bro.
La Crazy.
Hard times?
Hard times.
No,
Did you know that fucking what's his name
can't we?
Cowboy Kid Rock.
Kid Rock.
He had to close his restaurant, bro, because all of them employees were illegal and they were not showing up to work.
Really? Had the wrong
He
kids
gave
under
them
18.
he gave them the manager told him a head start. We might get raided, so don't show up to work. So they just didn't show up to none of the locations.
No way.
And they had to shut down. Put up Kid Rock's restaurant shut down because of ice.
This guy loves sucking that homie's dick, dude.
The apple don't fall
I didn't
too
even
far
know
from
that
the tree, huh?
I didn't know that Kid Rock had restaurants, bro.
Neither did I, bro. He's doing bad job marketing
They're all
those
like
restaurants.
dudes like Toby Keith and shit. All little artist restaurants.
What kind of restaurant is it?
fucking chicken wings and beers?
Kid Rock's restaurants.
What do you say, Butch?
Nashville
It
restaurant.
says Kid Rock distances himself from his own bar after reported Nashville ice raids. Kid
Yeah.
Rock scrambles to distance himself from his restaurant after ice raids.
Damn, imagine that, bro.
You know,
Damn.
hardcore.
Clearly, I do not have anything to do with the day operations at my honky tonk.
Yeah.
My honky tonk.
He said after a report of managers dismissed kitchen workers to avoid immigration operations.
Avoid.
It's called honky tonk. Get the fuck out of
That's
here.
called
Kid
entrapment,
Rock.
dude.
Kid Rock's the biggest fucking poser in the world, dude.
I hate
Get the fuck out of here, the
I know,
honky tonk.
but like
25 years ago,
like,
he's black.
You would
Right,
you
bro.
would think,
He
man,
was
if
a
you're
rapper.
You would think that if you're this close to the president's chair, you will go out of your way to make sure that you hire
That you don't,
citizens.
bro. If you're a fucking
Bro,
MAGA person,
if I was next door to President Trump's ear,
Yeah.
I would try to go to every fucking restaurant right now and fire everybody that's illegal and hire Americans, even for 6 months. But to look that ridiculous at that?
No, if you are MAGA, if you are a person who voted for Donald Trump, you should have zero illegal, you should have zero aliens working
I
for
will
you.
grab
great again.
disabled veterans to work there before I get to the
Right,
illegals.
what up with the vets or homeless white people?
Old
Whatever you
roadies,
wanna
bro.
do, bro.
I would have went to the airport and brought those South Africaners to work my fucking
Exactly,
place.
but this is why I don't listen, dude. I don't even
Talk
get
about
to the
enforcing the law.
politics of this shit because when you
doesn't follow
when
the
you
law.
put up liars and people who are fucking like doing shit against what they say they're supposed to do, then what the fuck? Why would I have hope in you, dude?
Yeah.
And this, yeah, they have all these guys like, dude, like fucking RFK, dude.
I've heard that name before.
I'm
I'm gonna go off. I'm not gonna.
You
go
sound
off.
like him, bro.
I'm gonna tell people that me and Butch for Halloween we're gonna be Pinocchio and Stromboli.
Dude, we got to do that.
Can you find that picture?
We
Right?
have
Stromboli
to do
from
that.
Pinocchio.
We have to do that.
I'll be the whale. I'll
Sorry.
be one of the donkeys.
Sorry, we had to go
That's a badass
Yeah.
name, though, dude. Stromboli.
That's like an Italian name,
Stromboli's
right?
delicious too. Have you ever had Stromboli?
Yeah, fuck yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
bro. They used to sell those at Opera.
Out of a can, bro.
Let me find
Shout
a
out
picture
to
of Stromboli.
Stromboli.
DiMaggio in
Sandwich,
San
though, right?
Jose.
Let me find a picture of Stromboli.
Isn't a Stromboli a long sandwich?
There it is.
There
Look.
they have me
Yeah,
and
look.
Butch.
There's me.
Hey, that's funny, bro.
There's me and Butch.
The bottom one.
You got a
On
new
the left.
nickname, bro.
The bottom one on the left.
That's me and Butch right there. Stromboli. I dare you.
You ain't ready.
That's me and you talking before we go out.
It's pretty much a rolled up pizza, right?
Yeah.
Is it what it's like a calzone?
It's
No.
sort of like a calzone, but it's rolled
Again
up.
and again.
Yeah, it's just one roll. And
Dude,
it's not,
I was thinking it was that bread with
but
cinnamon
it
side.
also has
Fucking
mustard
loser.
in it.
Mustard?
What's up, food podcast? What's up, food man? Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you for Butch for being here, man.
was too much
You're the best, bro.
Let's take one phone call before we leave. Fuck it, one
Yeah.
phone call.
Okay.
Don't
we
trip
get
is her
phone
name.
calls?
Don't trip.
Yeah, ask Butch a question, man.
Let's take 10 calls.
Just one, and then we'll leave.
Can I use yours?
Go for it,
Yeah.
bro.
Mario's gonna call. I dare you, Mario's gonna call.
818
If Mario calls, I gotta ask him. He's keeping my headphones for me.
6838.
It's gonna be La Sleepy, fool.
Oh, this is what I sound like. Okay. I
Sound
didn't know.
fantastic.
Poor Ray has to listen to this all the time.
Give him love, bro.
Don't trip. We miss you. Don't trip.
I thought you were living in your back house.
Remember when I saw her at the bar in
Dude, we
East
get
LA?
phone calls. I like.
What's up, food podcast? Fuck it, next time, man.
Yeah, it's not
Thank
gonna
you
happen.
for
dude.
listening at the
gonna call
What's
right
Up
now.
Food podcast. Ready?
You guys
Take a
can call
picture.
me on my personal phone number though.
Give me a red.